Come on. There we go. What's up, everybody? And welcome back to the Ball Game Podcast. I am the innocent bystander, Matt Sullivan.
I am Trunks.
I'm Chris.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Ortiz.
As you can see, I'd love to introduce a very special guest today, that being Riv, my guy from Pick a Side Podcast. We are so happy to have you on. Thank you for coming on. We know it's early. We know it's a Friday morning. The last thing you want to do is be up here with us, but we do appreciate you for being on today. But yeah, so we got a packed show today. We're gonna cover a bunch of the stuff from the conference championships. We're gonna talk about the NBA All-Star reserves, obviously Brady's retirement, Sean Payton, a lot of stuff, football and basketball. So with that, I feel like we can jump right into things. So
Well, let Riv introduce himself. Riv's doing some big things.
Yeah. Apologize.
Let me
Yes.
introduce my special guest, and then didn't let him say a word.
Yeah, I'm a dick.
Good job.
Riv, please tell us about everything you've been doing lately, man. You've been doing some big things, so we want to hear all about it.
Jesus Christ. I get real cringy on the intros. Like they're like the worst. I hate intros. I'm from Pick a Side. Everybody knows that. I just started my own podcast, Riv Academy. But I don't really want to talk about me. I'll be honest with you. I'm on your show. This is your thing. I would love to know why is his name Trunks and everybody else has a right.
Everybody got a normal name.
All right,
My last name's Truncali.
Look
They
how
just
ready-
call me
Ah,
Trunks for
Look
short.
already, guy.
Yeah.
Well, their names are both Matt, so
Yeah.
we can't just have two Matts.
Yeah, I'm known as Matty J. He's Trunks, and then
So
so we don't
innocent bystander.
get.
I thought it was like a Dragon Ball Z reference. That's why.
Nah, I get that a lot though.
You
honestly.
actually?
Yeah, some people are like, like the guy from Dragon Ball Z. I'm like, honestly, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy, but yeah, I've heard
Trunks
it.
is that guy, though.
Yeah.
Trunks was that guy.
but yeah, no. First of all, shout out all your socials too, Rip, so everyone knows where they can follow you as well.
It's right there. Durag Riv.
That's all of them.
Riv Academy on TikTok, on Instagram, Rivio with 5 O's. And then that's really all I have. I don't really remember them off the top of my head. I hate doing it. That's why. Definitely on Twitter. That's where I'm the most active on Twitter. So follow me at Durag Riv. I'm most active. I always answer.
Yeah, you are very active on Twitter, man.
Fun, bro. I be trolling people. Like,
love your tweets, bro.
I said the other day on Twitter, I was like, "Yo, Cam Reddish got snubbed, man," and people were just, and I was like, "I'm just trolling, man."
Yo, no, chill, because this is the biggest Cam Reddish guy in the world. So.
Trunks.
Yeah.
You're good with me, Trunks. You're good. He's the best in the world.
He's the best, bro.
Is he the best?
He deserves a chance.
No, he really deserves to play, bro. They're playing Malcolm McBride, whatever Deuce
Miles
Deuce.
McBride.
Put some
All right,
respect on
Deuce is
McBride.
good.
Yeah.
Deuce is
Yeah,
Put
good,
some
though.
respect on McBride's
all
name,
right.
man.
Not better than Cam, bro. I'm
Since he
sorry.
hopped in the rotation, their defense is so much better than it was before.
That
They have
is
a
very
top
true.
defensive rotation in the league with him in the
Fuck
game.
the
Anyway,
Yo, speaking of fuck these teams, we'll get right into the conference championship real quick because it's very fitting. I'm a big Giant fan, Riv. So respectfully, fuck your team, man. Because now they're in the Super Bowl, and that being the Philadelphia Eagles. So I guess as an Eagle fan, I'll turn the floor over to you. How do you feel, man? Like, how are you feeling going into this game? How'd you feel about the conference championship game? So
You're a Giants fan? Did you think
massive.
Did you
I
think-
don't appreciate this. Don't make me.
You had
Did
a
I
chance.
think we had a chance? In my heart of hearts, no. Like, yes. In my head, no. Like,
Okay.
in my heart, I was like, yes, maybe.
Because when we did the Giants Eagles preview, I was like, bro, we're gonna beat the shit out of the Giants. Like, it's not even gonna be funny. Like,
You know, week
it's-
18 gave me hope, bro. Week 18 gave me like that false little hope where our third stringers were hanging with fucking Hurts and everything. And yeah, it hurt, man. No pun intended, it hurt.
Good
No
one.
pun intended, it hurt.
But to talk about the Eagles and the Niners game, I thought it was really interesting at all the bad events that was happening to the Niners. You know, QB goes out, Tommy John surgery, Fred Warner comes out, he gets back in the game, but Nick Bosa started going out. Then on the defensive end, so many flags. I mean, you rarely see the Niners
yes.
lack discipline on the defensive end. They had so many flags. And Hurts didn't play his best game. You know, I think we critiqued him a lot. You know, he didn't play his best game. The offense took a while to get it going. That defense for the Niners is legit. It is elite. Yeah. And you can tell with the Eagles, the offense didn't get it going, but what kept them in the game? that Eagles defense stepped up big time. You know, they forced Brock Purdy into a fumble. They made Josh Johnson fumble. I mean, Hassan Reddick was a menace on that line. He was wrecking home.
He deserved to be in Defensive Player of the Year conversation. And it's crazy that he's not even really mentioned in a way. And that bothers me, bro. You guys, I say it all the time. I think the Eagles have one of the greatest pass rushes of all time.
Oh,
this current pass rush is one of the greatest I've ever seen in my entire life. You guys are dominant. I honestly, in my head, I'm thinking you guys beat the Chiefs only because Mahomes. We'll see how healthy he is come Super Bowl. I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see Eagles fans flexing. But yeah, that was a crazy game. Obviously, Brock Purdy getting hurt helped you guys.
You're not going to win a game throwing less than 100 yards over the air. It's just not going to.
They literally couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah, against the Chiefs, no, we're gonna have to throw the ball. Like, it's gonna have to be some big air time. You're gonna have to. It's gonna be a shootout. I think. Like, as much as the defense we have is great, we have one of the best pass defenses in the league. When you have Mahomes, Kelsey, and Andy Reid on the other side, you got to put up points. That weak ass performance, like we was in great field position every time we scored. So we need better from Hurts. We need better from AJ Brown, Devonta Smith, Dallas. We just need an all around great offensive game. I mean, I think personally, when it comes to the Chiefs, we have the better team. We have the better weapons, the better offensive line. We have the better all around defense. We just don't have the better coach. We don't have the better QB. But I think we have the proper team. Like, I think either us or the Niners, I thought was going to win the Super Bowl because they have the quarterbacks, but we have the better teams. And I think that's clear-cut obvious regardless of who comes out the AFC. But I think that game, I don't think people should take too much of it. The score looked bad, but it really, from the game, watching Josh Johnson.
It wasn't like that.
Yeah, I feel bad for Josh Johnson because he should have never even played all year.
Yes, I agree.
And he was horrible. But shout out to my boys, man. We got it done like we should have. And it's been a cakewalk ever since.
There was a mic'd up clip on the sideline. Nick Bosa, Joey, he went to fucking Nick Bosa. He went to fucking Purdy. He's like, "Yo, you ambidextrous, bro?" He goes, "I can't do this anymore." He's like, "You ambidextrous?" He goes, "Nah, bro, I'm sorry."
Yo, honestly, bro, I do feel bad for Josh Johnson. Brock Purdy came back in the fucking game. Like, we forget? Do we like not realize that Purdy came in with a torn UCL towards the end of that fucking game?
Yeah, because Josh Johnson got concussed,
but he still
He did. Yeah.
At that point, you put CMC at fucking quarterback and just run the.
Oh my God, I had a bet on CMC to get 4 receptions. He had 3, and then he turned it to a quarterback. I won.
That is terrible, bro.
I saw him throw the ball once that game, and he threw it like 40 yards downfield, and just to no one. There was no one in the area.
Yeah, nah, bro. It was rough. I felt bad for the Niners, man. They had a great run, and then obviously for it to end like that was just so garbage. But yeah, I mean, how do you guys are very split, and I'll ask you this. How do you feel about Jalen Hurts? Obviously, tell our viewers as well. And then obviously the rest of your Pick a Side podcast. You guys argue about Jalen Hurts all the time. So you guys are arguing about Hurts.
I'm sort of in the medium. I'm kind of in the middle. So, like, Joel doesn't think he's a franchise quarterback. Dels and Drew thinks he's a franchise quarterback. I'm kind of in the middle. I'm like, all right, well, what's our definition of a franchise guy, right? My definition, I thought, was, the top 7 guys that can, do more with less and be an elite playoff performer. So I was like, all right, that's that. Like, I look at franchise guys as like superstars in the NBA. So I was like, Hurts, he had a bad playoff run last year. Coming into this year, he was great in the regular season, but he didn't have to. He kind of was like Jimmy G that year. They went to the Super Bowl. He didn't have to do too much, anything extra in this postseason. And we have a stacked team. So, and I kept saying, the playoffs will be the time where I can see if he's a franchise guy. So how do we really measure it? I guess it would have to be the Super Bowl, right? If he plays amazing in the Super Bowl, it's because he's going to have to guts him out a win. I think you have to call him that. But I'm kind of in the medium right now. Like, I think he's our guy. I think he's Philly's quarterback, just like how Dak is Dallas's quarterback. Kirk Cousins at the time, at the moment, is Vikings quarterback. But I don't know.
For better or worse, for better.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a franchise guy yet. Like, I know Herbert is. I know Josh Allen is. I know Mahomes is. I know, like, those Lamar is. But is he that yet? I don't know. But he's definitely the Eagles guy.
I mean, look, his throwing has improved every season in the league. He's reached another level this season. And I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. The dude has one of the best work ethics in the league. He could reach another level next year. I mean, I love Hurts, always have loved Hurts. I loved him at Oklahoma and prior to that, Alabama. I think you guys have a franchise guy. I think he's a top 7 quarterback next season. I think he's possibly even top 5. Very high on the guy, bro.
I think
love
he has the
Jalen
it
Hurts.
too. Like he walks in the field with like a swagger. Like
He definitely has that swagger, but so does Brock
Yeah.
Purdy. Top 7.
So does Brock Purdy. Yeah.
What do you mean top 7? You think Hurts is better than Aaron Rodgers?
I think next season Jalen Hurts can be a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. Yes.
That's
I
wild.
I
personally
think it
do.
depends where Aaron Rodgers lands, but
If Aaron Rodgers gets back to a good situation, he's still an elite quarterback.
bring him
Yeah,
to the Jets.
I do
Bring him
agree.
to the fucking Jets.
Going to the Raiders.
I
Fuck
think
the
Hurts
Raiders.
is really good. I think you kind of hit it on the head, Riv. He was supposed to show it in the playoffs this year because obviously he was phenomenal in the regular season, but we don't put too much stock into the regular season. But you can only play the people in front of you, and he kind of had an easy road thus far in the playoffs. So he performed. He did what he had to do. They won both games by a landslide. So you can only really play the people in front of you. This Super Bowl is a big test for him, though, because it's not going to be like these other 2 games.
Yes. This is the best team that you guys are going to play. I mean, throughout this entire playoff run. Fair to the 49ers,
Yeah, I was saying
but
that.
with Purdy getting hurt, that changed the whole dynamic of that.
I
team.
agree. Yeah, unfortunately.
But I don't know, man. This is gonna be a fun Super Bowl, I think, especially with a
Yeah.
great Chiefs offensive line too. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a battle in the trenches. So this is gonna be.
I also love what you said about Hassan Reddick. I love Hassan Reddick. I loved him coming out of the draft. He's just a baller. He was always so good in Madden because he was so fast.
I was going to say
fast.
he's been doing it for years.
He was doing it in Carolina too.
Yeah,
His
he
last
was,
year or two in Carolina. It's just the conversation has been Nick Bosa and Micah Parsons all year.
Yes.
And it was TJ Watt, before he got down too. He was also in it because he's just a wrecker.
Oh
but
my God.
They don't, Reddick has definitely deserved to get the contribution. He deserves to get the acknowledgement. But Bosa has been just a fucking beast all year. Yeah, the award shouldn't go anywhere else.
No, I definitely agree. But I think Reddick deserved to at least be in more consideration and more talked about. I mean, I get it because obviously that entire Eagles pass rush, you guys had, what was it? 5 players that had double-digit sacks this season.
We had
Wild.
4.
It was Sweat. Was it
Reddick.
Fletcher Cox? Hassan Reddick. Yeah. Brandon Graham, and then I forgot who the 4th was. It might have been Fletcher Cox, but anyways, obviously I understand why the credit doesn't all go to him, but oh my God, he is one of the most underrated pass rushers in the league, and I wanted the Giants to sign him this offseason so bad, but that did not happen. But
let me see right now how many people we have.
any other thoughts currently while he checks this?
on this game.
Brandon Ayuk is going to be a Giant. That's my other fucking thought.
I would love to see that. I would fucking love that. That would be a perfect.
Riv,
fit.
the Riv. I'm telling you, Brandon Ayuk is going to be a Giant.
I'm just confused in the name. I've actually never heard that. Brandon Ayuk is going to be a Giant.
Brandon Ayuk is going to be a Giant, man. Or T.
Free
Higgins. T. Higgins, one of the two.
Okay, so
Hargrave had
it was
had a
Reddick,
Oh, Javon.
Sweat, Hargrave,
Yeah, Javon Hargrave.
Graham. But we had a few good dudes with 7 sacks. That was Cox. And then everybody else had 2, 1. Mike Williams had 4. Yeah, everybody else had 2, 1. We had 70 sacks on the season.
It's so wild, bro. That's insane. That is crazy. That's how you build a team, bro. You have the best offensive line and best defensive line in football. So,
And normally teams like that who have these really good defensive lines, they'll be weak elsewhere on their defense. Bro, their secondary, you can make the argument they have the best secondary in the league too.
yes, and TJ Edwards has become one of the best linebackers in the
Yeah.
entire league.
No, that defense is crazy, bro.
They're the number 1. Chris, respect us.
Yeah, no, I
We're
agree.
They should be number 2. They should be number 2.
To be number 1.
The fucking 49ers.
Whatever.
In terms of secondary,
Secondary, obviously, I mean, I don't.
Please
Eagles
respect us.
clear.
The Niners secondary is underrated.
No, it's really good, but the
very
Eagles
good.
is bro. Darius,
Bro, Bradbury and Slay
Bradbury.
are lock.
I don't need to hear it about Bradbury, bro. I know
Yeah, you're so upset
all
about
too
that
close
one,
to
huh?
home, man. All
Yeah,
too close to home.
Oh, the boys. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
the
different,
Niners.
bro.
Y'all gifted that to the Eagles.
Yeah, we did. We had to cut him. So it is what it is, man. Giants are on the come up, bro. And
We embarrassed y'all at all 3 phases this year, bro.
what happened?
We embarrassed y'all at all 3 phases.
Oh my God! You have the far superior team.
I
You
just
should have.
need you to
No,
know
the
that.
second game they didn't really get embarrassed.
No,
No, yeah, the second game was cool, but I mean, like,
second
Second
game,
string
you
then.
guys got embarrassed. It was
Yeah.
third stringers, bro.
no. What I mean, embarrassed. I mean, we beat you guys healthy, not healthy, with your guys, without your guys.
Every
all.
fucking way.
Every facet of
Every
how-
form of
yeah.
We're back
down.
next year, bro. Don't worry. We're back.
Playoffs, regular season, we just beat you guys. It was out of here for you guys, you know. Yeah,
Yo.
let the Commanders beat us.
Don't even. Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. That's crazy. Taylor Heineke beat. Yo, that's crazy.
Exactly, you know.
But yeah, no, I know we got the brakes beat off of us, as Shannon Sharp likes to say, but it was bad, man. It was really bad. But we're on the come up, bro. This was the first year of the rebuild. This was the first year of the rebuild, so it looked good. I liked it as a Giant fan, and we beat the Vikings, bro. The frauds, the fucking frauds. So,
Our frauds.
but yeah,
I think
so-
everybody had that upset
Yeah,
happen.
I
Was
feel
it
like
even
the-
an upset?
I feel like
Who was
we all
favored in
we
that
all
game?
had them as pretenders.
No, I think the
Vikings
Vikings
are
were
still
slight
favored?
favorites,
No,
but
I picked the Vikings solely because of Pettis, though. I didn't.
I feel like everybody had the Giants winning that game.
yeah, it was the trendy upset. It wasn't really even that big of a
Giants were heavy favorites in the streets.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
But with the betting lines, they were not crazy high up,
Mhm.
up with in terms of favorites and stuff like that. But anyways, the other team that you guys will be playing in the Super Bowl is the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is now back in his third Super Bowl in his 5th season of playing football.
The GOAT.
What a game!
It's the GOAT.
Like how high would you possibly put Patrick Mahomes already? Like if he
Fourth?
retired, I saw something. If he
Top
retired right now, is he a first ballot
Yes.
Hall of
Top
Famer?
Yes,
five.
Yeah,
easily.
first the Hall of Fame.
Easily. He retires right now. He's a first, like tomorrow. He's
Yes,
Without a
completely
question.
agree. Completely agree. So, any thoughts on this game, Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
So everyone
Joe
was so
Burrow.
high on
Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow. Is he better than Pat Mahomes? And then this game comes, they lose. Joe Burrow, he's just not there yet. He's not on their level. One game.
No,
Not
he's
that I'm
not.
a Joe Burrow guy, but like everybody was hyping him up before the game. Keep the fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? He fucking loses the game by 3, and everybody's all fucking down in the dumps about him. Doesn't make sense.
I
Down
mean,
in the dumps.
okay, to be fair, defense played great in this game. I just want to give the Bengals defense credit where it's due. They played very well in this game to hold the Chiefs to 23 and stuff. Burrow had 2 picks, and both did not look good. Like, they did not look good.
One of them was really bad. Like he threw
Yeah.
it into like double coverage and it was just like
Terrible.
It was
Terrible, bro. And it needs to be. I don't even want to talk about the Mixon stuff, but Mixon's probably not going to be there next year. So that'll be rough. But Joe Burrow didn't have a very good game. I'm still very high on Burrow, obviously, as we should be. By the way, I'll just throw this out there: who are we taking, Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert?
I'm taking Joe Burrow.
now.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I think Justin Herbert is like the 4th best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, I take Burrow too.
He's proven more.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Definitely Burrow.
Okay. All right. So it clears. Okay. I thought so. I was just checking on that one. But yeah,
Slightly though, like by the end of next year, I could
It
have a
could
different
change, yeah.
opinion on that.
Yeah, that whole 2-3-4 between Burrow, Allen, and Herbert can change like every year. So this year you leave it at Burrow because he obviously went farther. He had a great year. But next year it could be Herbert. Or
I
it
think
could be-
until we see Herbert perform in the playoffs, I think he's gonna be below those guys until further notice.
so Kansas City will obviously pose the Eagles the biggest challenge in the Super Bowl. That's pretty obvious. Bro, speaking of, Marquez Valdez-Scantling had a career game.
Went crazy.
He
Eli
had
Apple sucks.
what happened?
Eli Apple sucks.
Apple sucks. Cancun on 3.
He pisses me off. So I've never seen the 33rd best player on the roster talk so crazy.
Bro, he's like the
It's like-
Dylan Brooks of
Yeah,
the
it's like,
NFL.
Fuck Dylan Brooks, bro. Fuck
Oh,
Dylan Brooks.
Don't even get me. Dylan.
We'll talk about that later. But fuck
I
Dylan.
never understood that, but like Jamar Chase was fake. Like some of those throws Burrow was making, Jamar Chase was just being Jamar Chase. They weren't good throws. Jamar Chase is just different.
That
Yeah,
seam
Jamar
down
Chase
the
is
middle
that
of the
guy.
field that he jumped up that athletic
That was
catch. That was
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
Double
need big,
coverage.
that's what you get superstars for. Chris Jones was absolutely dominant.
Gamer.
And
As
him
always.
versus the Eagles' offensive line is going to be a fun matchup to watch
Yep.
because he's just a one-man wrecking show.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, you asked Pat Mahomes is top 5 ever. Don't care what nobody says. Honestly, the only people I have in front of him is Brady, Payton, and Joe Montana. After those three, he's better than every single quarterback that's ever lived. Drew Brees, he's better than him.
I agree.
Brett Favre, he's better than him.
I agree.
John Elway, he clears him.
Yes.
Who's the other people? What's the dude from the Steelers that won all them rings? Better than him too. Like,
Yo, all right. He clears all those guys, but he doesn't clear Eli Manning. So come on.
All right, come on.
but yeah, obviously not. Yeah, yes, Mahomes is top 5 already, and I mean he's the greatest quarterback talent we've ever seen. We've been saying that for a while now. He's the greatest quarterback talent we've ever seen, and it's not even close. And they have a great offensive line, so maybe we're gonna see how that Eagles pass rush does against an offensive line that's arguably the second best in the entire NFL. So this is gonna be a fun.
I think I mean that it's gonna be one in the trenches.
Yes.
Who's gonna make plays in crunch time? The D lines versus the O lines. One takeaway I had from this game was the Chiefs really have something in Trent McDuffie. I think Trent McDuffie's a really good player.
Bingo. Yep.
Obviously, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, they got their catches, they got their yards. You're not going to stop those guys, but Trent McDuffie made a shit ton of plays.
They have a very underrated, under the radar type defense, bro. Like nobody talks about these guys, man. Like Chris Jones obviously is their leader, unquestioned for sure. Their secondary is underrated, super young, as you just said. Their linebacking core is better than people give it credit for.
I love Willie, bro.
Willie Gay is really good at this sport. And then Nick Bolton, arguably one of the best linebackers in the entire NFL. Like
whatever his name is,
George Karlaftis.
Yeah,
they drafted him in the first round this past season. He's a rookie edge rusher. Yeah, he's also really good. They have a deep pass rush rotation there too that people just don't talk about. So the Chiefs are a complete team, bro. They're not to be underrated in this game. So
I hope everyone's healthy for the game, though.
Me too.
All the receivers.
Yes, MVS had a career game. We'll see if that continues too. Slay might put his ass on lockups. I'm not gonna lie. So
I'm very interested how they handle the Travis Kelce matchup. Do they put a corner on him? Do they put a linebacker on him?
I think that's why you bring in C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
That is yes. Or I was gonna say maybe James Bradbury.
Yeah, Bradbury's tall, right?
I could see Bradbury's about 6'1", 6'2".
They'll probably shadow. They trust their guys against the wide receivers on the Chiefs 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I think you got.
They're probably going to give him a shit ton of different looks, honestly, to try and throw everything
disguise
off.
coverages and stuff too. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. I think personally, you have to double team him. I think you have to take him out the game completely. Make everybody else beat you because I can trust everybody else on my defense to take out those receivers. Bro. Like who's beating you?
Isaiah Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco's great, bro. One of the best runners of the the in the league.
Bro.
Yeah. But
he's in balling.
I mean, I don't know who on the Chiefs is going to beat you outside of Kelce. In the end, though, like truthfully, you can live with everybody else. If you get beat by MVS,
if you get cooked by MVS, we shouldn't win the game.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're getting cooked by MVS, you're really just getting cooked by Mahomes because he's making him look good.
Oh my God, that dot he had. MVS was in the red zone, and he had to squeeze that. Oh my. Now Mahomes is different.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Mahomes is different, bro. Mahomes is different.
So wait, side question. Sorry, could you guys you asked the Joe Burrow question? Where do we have Joe Burrow ranked in the league?
I'd have him as my QB2.
And who's QB 3 and 4?
I have to have Josh Allen.
Allen.
3 is Josh.
I'm surprised you have Joe Burrow ahead of Josh Allen.
I do too.
Josh Allen. It sucks because obviously partially torn UCL. We saw Josh Allen play through injury through most of the season, which obviously I still have to grade your performance based on what I saw. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he was injured, so therefore I still keep him above Burrow. Burrow was elite. Allen wasn't, and especially because Burrow beat him head to head, so I have to have Burrow above him. Especially because he outplayed him. So
you're kind of thinking the same way I did. I had Allen as QB2. Like I love Allen. Me
too, bro.
He's one guy that could overtake Mahomes because he just has the physical tools.
I always say it. Yes.
And coming into this year, I had him at QB2, but I stopped making excuses for the elbow injuries after I seen him throw 60-yard bombs still. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. The injury is obviously messing with his short to medium throws, but like he's playing through it. He's still running the ball at a ridiculous rate. Yep. So whatever. So he wasn't good, No, I think he's all right, and he still put up some nutty ass numbers. Yeah. But he was all right this year. Just that
it was for Josh Allen standards. It was
far
an
below.
Okay year.
Far below.
It was.
But I just think Josh Allen's rushing just gives another aspect that Joe Burrow doesn't always, supply.
Joe Burrow's smarter though.
I was about to say, but Joe Burrow's pocket presence and pocket awareness in general Plus the fact that he's always willing to just get rid of the ball and put it in his playmaker's hands. He does not care. He doesn't need to chuck it 50 yards. Allen sometimes has that propensity for the big play. Like, he wants to send that shit 50 yards downfield. So
look at it like this, right? Like Burrow, Herbert, Allen, right? Remember how they all came out of college? Joe Burrow and Herbert came out as quarterbacks. Josh Allen came out as a raw athlete.
yes.
So he learned differently than those two. Those two were already quarterbacks coming out. So their IQ was already at a higher level. In terms of Josh Allen, he kind of had to learn how to be a quarterback in the NFL. So you can see that in his game. He's still a little dumbfounded. He still does dumb mistakes. And then with the system he has in place, I mean, it's so different in the form of you need big plays because Gabe Davis cannot create separation. And if Diggs is double teamed, you're fucked. So that offense is just a big play machine where he has to wait for his guys to get open and then he makes a big play. With Burrow, he has like Chase, Higgins, and Tyler Boyd, who's better than every receiver outside of Stephon Diggs on the Bills. And Herbert has slow guys. So
it does suck, yeah, for sure. But Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, when healthy, are still incredibly capable. Gerald Everett had a great season this year for them. Austin Eckler, of course, gets 1 million catches and like 2 yards per catch. But
I'll take it.
Right, he does.
PPR machine.
Bro, Gabe Davis tricked everybody.
Gabe Davis
greatest
tricked
one-game
Davis
wonder
tricked everybody, yes, but me especially, because I had that motherfucker in my top 12 wide receivers in fantasy football coming into this season. I kid you not. What happened?
He tricked you. He tricked
you. Bro,
I never saw with that guy.
Bro, I just
He's
saw
a
that
number 3.
What happened?
He's a wide receiver 3.
Yes, for sure. And I thought that he was going to come in and it was going to be like the Juju Antonio Brown effect where Stephon Diggs was drawing all the coverage and Gabe Davis was going to have a crazy season. And clearly I was incredibly wrong. But
Yes, you were.
I mean, look, I'll admit when I'm wrong. It's okay. I have bad takes.
It's
a first.
So back to the top 4 QB thing. Is it crazy to have Lamar's name in there?
No.
Over
so.
Herbert? Yeah.
I take Lamar over Herbert
Yeah.
still. I'm not a big Herbert guy.
Neither
I
am
know
I,
he's a
bro.
really good player. Like, he's great. I don't see it. I don't see him on the level of Allen. I don't see him on Burrow's level.
He's like a social media quarterback.
He's like a social media quarterback.
You know, what bothered me the most about that game, and this is feeding into your point, the Chargers Jaguars game. Everyone was saying Herbert played extremely well. I didn't see that. I'm going to be honest. I did not see that. They were up by so much at halftime because Trevor Lawrence had 4 interceptions in the first, 17 minutes of the fucking game.
Yeah,
So it was all the defense, and especially Asante Samuel having 3 of them. But like, what did Herbert do? A lot of the times he didn't even cash in with touchdowns.
He handed the ball off to Eckler pretty well.
He didn't even cash in with touchdowns on most of those drives, and that's something you need to do. You could have put them away like for real. Like, sure, the halftime. Exactly. Like, you need to cash those in as touchdowns, and then the game's already over. So I don't know. I think Herbert had an overrated performance in his first playoff game, but yes, I still have him.
I don't know.
Could
Like,
put Hurts over
QB4.
Herbert too.
Whoa.
I don't think that's crazy.
No,
I don't
no.
think that's crazy.
I think
All
they're
right.
gonna be pushing it
I'm
right.
an Eagles fan.
Hurts
Right
has been doing it.
That's the Eagles fan.
Herbert is special. Let's not
Yeah,
act
he's
like he's
definitely
not.
special.
I know.
Jalen's special.
I know he blew the 27-7 lead. That was crazy. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. I know he fucked up.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Yeah, I know he fucked up, but his situation the past 3 years hasn't been great. The team hasn't been built well. Plus, he dragged that team to the playoffs. They've been dealing with injuries
A lot of
all year, and he was dealing with injuries himself. So he dragged that team to the playoffs. He shouldn't have lost that game, though. I agree. He didn't do shit in that game. Like, I watched that game and I said, "Who's quarterback?" That's how he wasn't doing anything. But Hurts over Herbert. I mean, that you're essentially telling me Hurts is the top 5 quarterback. And I don't think that.
I think that is what I'm insinuating.
So what's your list? What's
My
your
list,
top 5?
I would go Mahomes, Burrow, Josh Allen. This 4 or 5 is real hard.
Please don't disrespect Lamar.
No, I was gonna put Lamar, Hurts, and then Herbert 6.
I mean, as long as you got Lamar in there.
Yeah, I was gonna have Lamar 4.
So I think
say
Lamar
Hurts could be
just
top 7.
like Herbert's great. He's a special talent. I I feel like I've just seen Lamar do more.
Yeah, with his time in the league, Lamar.
And obviously Lamar's been around longer, so that plays into account. Lamar hasn't had much playoff success either. Obviously,
But
we
he
all
has
know.
no fucking
But
weapons.
I was about
He
to
hasn't
say,
had a
who-
weapon
right.
in
Who were
his whole
his
career.
receivers, bro?
Right.
Hollywood was his
Andrews.
number one last
Yeah,
year.
he's doing
sure,
it
but-
with literally nothing. And the same thing you said about Hurts. Lamar's gotten better as a thrower every single year. Like he only gets better and better. He's up there with the top guys in terms of throwing the football. And then we all know what Lamar could do on the ground.
I wouldn't say he's up there with the top guys, but
He has these moments.
Yes, but there's also still throws and accuracy problems on
Yeah,
occasion. Like,
100%.
that'll
I'll say
always-
this, and I'll say Golden State. What's Golden State's name?
Dean, by the way.
Dean, what's up?
Deep. I'll let you know this. If we had Lamar, we would be man. If we had Lamar instead of
Be like
Hurts,
10-point favorites in this game.
dog,
But I can't rank them just off hypotheticals. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say if we swapped, he would be
well,
better.
look at the situation. Lamar he has no wide receiver. He has a good offensive line. They're a run-heavy offense, and when he's healthy, they're like 8-3, 9-4 when he's playing. He is the team, and then he has unanimous MVP. You know, we can't just look that off. Like
Okay, so who do you want to put him over? So put him over. I mean, I put him at 4. I mean, right? How much higher do you?
I mean, I think Lamar is 5th.
I have him at 5 too. You know,
Yeah.
Lamar's
Okay.
top 5.
I would have. You actually have him high.
I had him higher than y'all. So I love Lamar.
What are we arguing here?
But yeah, no, Lamar obviously a special talent. I'm hoping they trade for D Hop. I'm
Future-
hoping they
future
become the
champ.
team that gets D Hop.
He's definitely getting traded.
It's
Right?
either
Yeah.
I think it's going to be either
D-Hop's definitely
them,
gone.
the Patriots. Obviously, the Bill O'Brien hire kind of takes away from that a little bit because D Hop and Bob do not like each other.
or the Jets.
Jets definitely make sense, but
For D Hop.
yeah, I mean,
I just
But
think
you
if they're
have
gonna
Garrett.
go after Aaron Rodgers, they need to sign back a couple other guys, and they're also gonna need to pay Aaron Rodgers. He's not gonna have enough money to get D Hop.
That
You know,
is
either gonna have to
very
go
true.
through the draft or elevate someone else. That's
yeah,
on the
Rodgers'
roster.
cap hit is crazy, so
Yeah.
it's wild. And it doesn't seem like Derek Carr is going to be in New York now.
Well, the problem is Aaron Rodgers wants to wait to make his decision, but Derek Carr only has till the 15th for something was with his contract. I forget the exact reason, but he has to make a decision on the 15th. But Aaron Rodgers is going to make his decision after. So if the Jets miss out on Derek Carr to go after Aaron Rodgers, but then miss out on Aaron Rodgers, what's the fucking option? Jimmy Garoppolo?
yes,
Yeah.
Zach
yes.
Wilson.
Like
Zach
Zach-
Wilson.
Zach
I-
Wilson.
I swear to
White.
God, if I have to go through another year of Zach Wilson, I'm jumping out of this goddamn studio.
Well, we're not going to be in the studio, so you're good.
God damn.
But you have Mike White.
Yeah. Oh, he's not even on the roster. We're not paying Mike White.
Mike White stinks.
Mike White stinks.
Yo, the Jets was playing. Yo, the Jets are so hilarious. They're so unserious. They was running third stringers all year. Like, what are we doing here? Third stringers all year.
Those were your
have a qu-
quarterbacks.
we didn't have a quarterback. God.
Yeah,
bro.
because I thought
Third
Zach
stringers
Wilson was
just
the
way better.
guy. He stinks. And then you ran with Mike White. He's garbage. And then what you
He's
was
better,
saying,
he's better than Zach, though. He's better
But did
than
you
That's not
see Mike
saying-
White against the
saying
Bears?
anything.
Yeah, but Joe Flacco though.
If you have 3 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback.
That is yes.
4,
that is
bro.
that is
If you have
Chris,
4, you
Chris
definitely have
Strebler,
none.
bro. Chris
Oh my
Strebler was
God.
getting meaningful snaps against the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football when we needed a goddamn win.
What was the game where Zach Wilson was so bad they was calling for one of the backups to get in the game?
Was
That
the
was that
Pats
game, wasn't
it was the game
Oh no,
we were at.
at the game.
Yes,
for-
the
That was
Strebler-
the Jaguars
I
game.
haven't heard a louder cheer for a quarterback getting taken out of a game in my life. That whole stadium was rocking. Everybody was like, "Yeah, fucking fuck Zach Wilson,
Bro,
Zach Wilson or Baker Mayfield? No
Baker.
trolling.
Baker,
Baker.
yeah.
Okay.
Zach's honestly like not
Baker,
even a
no
top 40
question.
quarterback in the league.
Zach Wilson or Josh Johnson? This is a serious question.
Zach
I'm
Wilson,
like-
bro.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Zach
Josh.
Wilson.
I feel like if you give Josh Johnson a full year of training, he'd be better.
Give him
What's
not a
the-
concussion
Bro,
and
Josh
hands.
Johnson's
He's good.
played on like 17.
What's the
teams. He's
Shaq
hot
meme?
ass, bro.
I wasn't too
I wasn't
familiar
too
with your
familiar with the
game.
game,
That's
yeah.
how I'm with Josh Johnson. I'm not really too familiar with his game.
Bro, Josh Johnson is like 35 and he's played for 17 teams, bro. Like, what the fuck, man?
Zach Wilson might not get to do that.
No, he's
No,
probably
He
going to be out
might
of the
get
league.
forced
honestly.
retired out of the
He-
league.
he's going to end up with Johnny Manziel, bro. Fan control.
What's that league with The Rock? With the Rock just made a football.
It's
league.
the
XFL.
Zach
XFL.
with 5 in there.
He'd be the greatest of all time in there.
He would be top 5.
Put his ass in the fan controlled football league.
Zach
bro.
Wilson or
He's-
Johnny
he's
Manziel?
going nuts.
Johnny Manziel.
Stop, bro. Stop.
Johnny Manziel. I
I'm
was looking at
thinking
Johnny
Money
Manziel's stats. They're not that bad.
In the NFL?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't that. He wasn't like
That terrible.
garbage.
Didn't he have like drug problems?
What happened?
He was just
He was
not
partying every
smart.
weekend.
Yeah, he was just not smart with his
Yeah.
newfound wealth.
He was solid for one season in the NFL, and then like the other two
So
seasons.
we're
Yo,
taking
his college
garbage.
highlights
Money
are
Man
so
Joe.
insane, bro.
I need a jersey, bro. I need.
He has the greatest college tape ever.
Yes,
I remember
he has,
Skip Bayless said he's a bigger draw than Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, yeah. I
He's more
remember that.
box office, right? Is that what he said?
Yes,
Yeah, more
yes.
box office.
I mean, to be fair, man, Zelt's that guy, bro. To be
Yeah.
fair, and I mean, look, he destroyed Alabama, which was no easy feat back then. So,
Nah,
I mean,
yeah.
but yeah,
Like, it's
all right.
never an easy. Feat.
So we'll move on. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. We'll move on from that. We'll move on from the Super Bowl. Obviously, Riv, who's obviously I know your pick is. What's the score? Give me a score prediction.
Oh, I hate score predictions. I'll go. I think it goes big. I'll go 31-27.
Okay.
So the Chiefs, right?
Eagles, of course.
Nah, Chiefs, right?
Eagles. I think we win. We get Super Bowl number 2. Oh my God. And when we get Super Bowl number 2, I have this friend, he's a Giants fan. I cannot wait to get the second one so he could stop saying, I've seen more than you. No, you haven't now. I've not seen more than me. I cannot wait.
Well, they gotta secure it, bro. They still gotta secure it. So
Ooh, I cannot wait. Woo!
anyways, this past week, massive news in the NFL. 2 big things. One, we'll start with obviously the GOAT retiring. Tom Brady, no longer in the NFL, man.
Thank you, Tom.
Kind of saw that coming.
I'm a little surprised. I
Nah,
thought he was gonna play
I-
one more.
I saw
I thought he was going to the Niners.
I agree.
I thought once he got rid of his wife, he'd be like, all right, fuck it, I'm playing another 5. but
Exactly.
I don't know.
No. It was more his wife got rid of him.
I don't know.
to be
After that
completely
game
honest.
versus the Cowboys, I knew he was done.
Yeah, I mean,
Do y'all blame that on him?
No.
No.
The team looked so not unmotivated.
Okay. To be fair, though,
He didn't play
looked
good.
Like
Yeah, he
shit.
didn't
he
play
didn't
good.
No, yeah,
But-
that part. No, he didn't look good.
the
But
team
I don't
around
think
him
it's
isn't
all-
good. The team around it wasn't good.
No, not
They
at
were
all.
not a
Offensive line
playoff
was
built
crumbling.
team.
I
Bro,
think
they were
you
not-
had to have been a fool to have picked them to win that game after watching them all season.
I
They were
agree.
like all season they were mid at best, and that
Nah,
might,
yeah, boys.
that might be generous.
They
calling them
almost
mid.
lost their division.
You're a fool if you pick them.
Yes, I agree.
I picked them.
You did.
I did.
I did pick them
You
because
did pick them.
Yeah, you're a fucking fool.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
mean
picked them
the
also.
Cowboys are just straight pretenders. They prove it every year. I thought they would lose to the Bucks the first round.
I ain't even mad at you, bro. I picked them also. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I did too.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I-
Now the
it
truth,
just,
now the truth
like,
comes out.
Yeah, Dallas are frauds. So I just was like, they'll fuck up, you know, right? And against Tom Brady, you know, you got the Tom Brady factor. So I
Especially,
picked Tampa.
yeah, Brady always beats the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean
That is-
this is Brady's first loss against the Cowboys.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
That's when he was like, "Damn, I really lost to the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs." That's
That's when he
You
knew.
gotta
Yeah,
hang him up.
It was
Yeah,
over.
but that team was they were garbage.
No,
that
the
team was
run
really
game
bad.
was
Yeah.
terrible.
Well, I mean,
a run game.
Tom Brady is
No,
50
plenty was
years
bad.
old.
Tom Brady
Yeah.
Brady is
Well, right.
45 right
At this
now.
point in
bro.
his career, is he really gonna go to a different team, learn a new system, to a new city at 6 years old?
Yes.
I really just don't see
Yes,
that
he
happening.
could have did it if the situation was perfect. Like if they had a perfect
Mhm.
offensive line, he could have easily because he's still a great quarterback.
I agree.
Yeah.
In a
Yeah.
perfect
I
situation.
absolutely. I was saying it all season last year. I thought that eventually Tom was going to leave the Bucks in the offseason and he was going to go to the 49ers because I thought that was just the perfect situation. Kyle Shanahan's a fucking genius. West Coast is all about getting rid of it and stuff like that. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. So I thought that would be the perfect fit for him. And obviously now he's retiring, unfortunately. And I really wanted to see that, man. I thought it would have been fun to see Tom in San Francisco, especially because he's always wanted to play for the Niners.
So what do the Niners do with Purdy and
So,
Trey?
I was thinking.
I feel like you have to keep Trey just because of what they gave up
Well,
to get
they're
him.
he's under contract.
He has to be. He has to be
they-
their quarterback.
They have
I
control
think.
of him.
I'm saying he has
More
to
anymore.
start.
What
I
was-
think.
He has to start over Purdy.
I feel like
Is
they have
Purdy
to
gonna
give
be
him a
ready for the
chance.
season? Probably not.
I heard he is. I heard
It's like
he's
6
supposed to be
months.
good
I
for
think
him.
they're gonna do a good old fashioned quarterback battle.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I don't think that's
Exactly.
anyone's job right now.
No,
I think someone's gonna have to win the job. I don't think Trey Lance has the job on lock. I don't think Purdy has the job on lock.
Well,
Whoever-
Jimmy's gone.
yeah,
Jimmy's
No,
gone.
Purdy's going to be out for like 6-7 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna
So-
be back for like OTAs or
Trey's got a head
training
start.
camp or whatever.
This
it's
is,
gonna
this is
take
how
a
I
while.
view it. I think what Purdy just did, you have to give him an opportunity to earn his spot. So you
Completely agree.
let him go into an old-fashioned QB competition. And if Trey Lance is as talented as we think he is, he should win the QB competition. And if he doesn't win, then you need to start thinking about, okay, what the hell did we do trading 3 picks for him?
Yeah.
Because he can't beat out Brock Purdy, who he's bigger than, he's stronger than, he has the more physical tools, he has the better arm, he's faster. If he can't beat out him, what are we exactly doing here? So I think they should let him QB battle. Jimmy G should be gone though.
He
You have
is.
a backup.
I think they already Shanahan already like
said it.
laughed
Shanahan
during
said
the press
it in the press
conference.
conference. Yeah, he said Jimmy G's not going to be, most likely not going to be with us next season.
You know what? Speaking of Jimmy G, I had a thing planned before we move on. These quarterbacks, I'm gonna name them. You guys tell me what team they'll play for next season. We'll start right there. Jimmy Garoppolo.
The Jets.
The Raiders.
Raiders
I
are
agree
a cool
with,
team.
I'm
I
with
like
Dean
the
on that
Raiders.
because of the McDaniels connection. I'm taking the Raiders.
All right, cool.
Riv, what do you think, bro?
I'm thinking Jimmy G. The fuck, where could he go?
Is Jimmy even gonna be a starter next season?
If he goes to the
If he goes to the
Raiders,
Raiders, he is, yeah.
well, you assume he's gonna find some
I can
reason.
get behind the Raiders. I can get behind the Raiders because Carr is gone.
And it
Yeah.
makes sense
Yeah.
with McDaniels obviously being his former offensive coordinator for a while. So I
Right.
think, yeah, Raiders make sense
Yeah.
for Jimmy.
So speaking of the former Raiders quarterback, Derek Carr.
New York Jets.
Washington
tough one.
Commanders.
I agree. I
could
think
see
the
Commanders.
Commanders.
Commanders are cool.
I see Commanders.
Washington.
Ooh, Washington.
I can see that.
Fire. But yeah, I'll go Washington too. That's fire.
Lamar Jackson.
He's gonna stay.
Baltimore. He's
I mean, he's
staying
getting
in
tagged.
Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
glad
getting
we all agree with
Yeah.
that.
Lamar is going.
Detroit.
I would love it.
Ooh, they're getting Bryce Young, bro. They're
Do
gonna
you-
trade up. They're gonna trade up.
Do you really think that's like a possibility? Because I didn't listen when you guys had that conversation on your show. It came up on my feed. I saw it was a conversation. But do you genuinely believe that Detroit's going to make a push and try and go after Lamar?
Riv.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. You said Detroit.
Oh, my fault. What's the question? I
He
apologize. I
said,
thought
do you
was
think there's a
talking to me.
realistic? Do you think there's a realistic possibility that Lamar does actually end up in Detroit? Like, he knows you guys spoke about it and stuff, but do you actually fully believe that that's a possibility?
Well, I think Lamar's a smart guy. I think he's a businessman. I think he wants to get paid. Detroit has cap. They have a quarterback that they can move off of that can go contribute and help other teams. And then you also have to look at the situation. They have a lot of draft picks. The NFC, was that the North, is as wide open as it's ever been. You know,
for sure.
very wide. You have youth there, Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra, DeAndre Swift. You got some guys out there. Defensively, you just had Aiden Hutchinson,
Incredibly young defense.
young offensive line. So I see it as it may not be. I see it as a realistic destination if he wants to like win and go to the NFC. There's not many elite quarterbacks in the NFC, so that could be a place where he can, pretty much take his reins and become the best quarterback there.
I agree with that.
fine.
I just think it makes the most sense for Detroit personally. I've said this a million times. I think trading up in the draft and getting either Bryce Young or CJ Stroud on the rookie deal with a team that's already really talented, they could build one of the greatest NFL teams we've ever seen. I'm being completely honest. That the potential is completely there for the Detroit Lions to be one of the
You
best.
have a video
teams.
about that, huh?
I do have a video about that
Nice
on my
plug.
YouTube channel. So
Nice.
thanks, Dean. Appreciate
The next
plug.
great dynasty.
The next great NFL dynasty is the Detroit Lions. So I'm just saying, I'm putting that out
Yeah,
there.
no,
but
Detroit would be really cool. That would be really cool though for Lamar.
I think Jared
I
Goff
never
has
even thought
some,
about it. Shout out to
some
Goff,
stuff left
man.
in the tank.
I mean,
don't
he's
know.
only 28.
Yeah,
he's still
I mean,
very young.
I agree. I just think a guy like a Bryce Young, a CJ Stroud, or a Lamar just raises your
Yeah.
ceiling.
At this point, Goff is like a bridge guy.
And it's literally one of the 5 best offensive lines in football already.
Yeah.
And they're
Goff-
incredibly young.
Goff, y'all sleeping. Goff, nice.
No,
So-
golf
He's
is
nice.
really good.
He just doesn't have a spot on a team that, you know what I mean? No team. If he switches teams, he's not gonna be the guy. You know what I mean? He's gonna be the
Not
bridge
necessarily.
to
I'll
get the
put
next guy.
I'll put it like
Oh,
this.
right.
Goff needs a perfect situation. And if he has that, he's really fucking good. Like, Goff is a top 10 quarterback if everything is right around him. But any other situation, Goff is ass.
So wait, you talk about Detroit getting CJ or Bryce. That means they have to trade with Chicago.
Yes.
That
Yes.
means they're sending a haul.
Yes.
Because
Yeah,
Chicago wants a haul. For
they have 2 firsts already in this draft. And then, I mean, look, your team is already super young. You could build a little bit more through free
Why
agency.
not? Yeah.
You have
And
your
then
edge.
you have so many pieces around it that you could send out 3, maybe even 4 first-round picks. That's crazy. That's arguably suicide for a franchise, but I think it's possible. I think you could throw out 3-4 first-round picks just to go get one of those 2 guys. They're franchise altering, bro. Like they could change life for them, and I think build a dynasty for
I don't
them.
know. I think teams should wait. That Caleb Williams is coming.
Yeah, Drake May too.
Drake May.
Drake May too. Drake
I
May
don't know
too.
him, but I know Caleb Williams.
From UNC.
He's Chris's guy from
Uh,
UNC.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Caleb Williams is different.
Caleb is different, but Bryce and CJ are them. Like they're
Yeah.
them.
So staying in the NFC North, Aaron Rodgers.
The
Where does he
Jets.
play next year?
Jets.
They're going all. I'm not even saying this because I'm a Jet fan. Every report saying he's going to the Jets.
Mhm.
Every single report.
Based on that, I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Raiders too. I
Yeah.
saw that tweet the other
Devontae
day.
Adams wants him.
I saw that shit.
Probably the Raiders.
They just hired well, not the Raiders. The Jets just hired Hackett, and I
Yeah.
feel like
Can I talk about
hiring
that?
Hackett means that there has to be another move that's planned here.
I hate
think
the
they get
fucking
Rodgers.
hire. I hate.
Oh, I
it.
think it's
He's
dog shit.
He first of all didn't call the plays when Aaron Rodgers was in Green Bay.
No, he
he
did not.
was a red zone manager, whatever the fuck they want to call
Riv said timeout.
Timeout. Go. What do you got to say? What?
So I wish I still had it. Joel sent me this statistic the other day. Nathaniel Hackett was drawing up like 63% of their plays all year were open. So Nathaniel Hackett was actually drawing up a great game plan for
Really?
Russell Wilson. Yeah. He just his short ass can't see the middle of the field. And he was just really, really bad. The only thing with Hackett is his clock management was bad.
Oh my
Not a
god!
leader.
But now you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, now him going to an offensive coordinator, apparently he was really good at calling plays or creating plays in Denver. So
I
now
wonder where he saw that stat. I want to know where he saw that.
I don't know where he finds this shit at. He just
Joel throws out the craziest stats, and I'm like,
Yeah,
where the
it's
fuck
just-
does he find
I
this?
don't know, bro. He be pulling shit out the hat. I'd be like, what? What is that?
But yeah, no, I guess I mean knowing that stat.
I just think if you don't get Aaron Rodgers, you could have waited and gotten
Yeah.
Kellen Moore, gotten
That's
something
true.
better.
That-
You know what I
think
mean?
I think personally, Kellen Moore is one of the most overrated.
I would have gone back
I
and
agree with
fired
that.
Hackett just to
entire
get
NFL.
Moore a day later. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and especially speaking to Cowboy fans that I know, they fucking hate him, and they watch every game, every snap, all that stuff. I'm gonna trust them more than I'm gonna trust myself, thinking that maybe Kellen Moore is decent.
Just every time I watch the Cowboys,
It's
it's been
so
for years.
bland.
It's their offense is predictable.
Yes.
Like you could. I'm not a football
why
player,
they're
and I
not a-
could predict what play they're gonna
And
run,
there's
when they're gonna
dedicated
run the ball,
physique
when they're
too,
gonna
bro.
pass the ball.
It's the reason why they're not a playoff team.
Yeah, that Zeke shit is hilarious. He's garbage.
So they really are ride or die for that man.
I got a Cowboys video coming out soon, so that'll be
Wow.
another one too. I'm gonna plug that.
Ooh.
Fucking-
Ooh.
they're-
Plug.
They're 2016 Wonder Boys. They're Dak Prescott and Zeke. Fucking can't get
You
over.
have, you have a Dak video in your personal?
I'm gonna be putting on my own personal YouTube. I'm gonna be putting out a Cowboys video for the offseason. So
They
yeah.
suck.
Yes, exactly. As a Giant fan, I'm so hyped to talk about it. I
Oh
can't
my, I was praying for their downfall all year.
wait. Me too. Me too. There's one thing we can agree on. We hate the
Yeah,
Cowboys. is that.
Whew, I was praying on their downfall all year, man. They lucky. I just love CD, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
CD's cool. CD's cool, but I hate the whole team, so it's whatever.
I like Tony
I love
Pollard.
Pollard. I was about to say I love Pollard and Schultz. Those two guys cool with me.
You don't like
but
Michael Parsons?
I love Michael
I
Parsons.
fucking hate
bro.
Micah Parsons.
How do you
bro.
hate him?
Michael
Because-
Parsons.
You're
No,
just
I
a,
hate-
you're
I
just a
hate Mike.
Giant fan.
fucking shit. I hate my
a Giant fan.
What do you mean? He talks shit about Hurts, bro.
He backs it up.
Fuck
I
him.
like Mark.
He
Mike
backed it up
Parsons.
when?
He wished the Eagles luck in the Super Bowl. He gave Lane Johnson his props on Twitter. He was like, "You're such a good offensive
Yeah, he's
lineman,
the best
bro.
offensive lineman in the
Like,
league.
go,
Yeah, he
go
locked
luck,
his ass up.
go
Lane
get that
Johnson-
bowl for the division. That's fire.
Wow.
Lane
Nice
Johnson-
guy.
Nah, Lane Johnson literally neutralized Parsons and Bosa in these
Yeah,
same
no, Lane Johnson's
season.
insane.
That's actually,
with a serious injury, by the way. Like,
yeah, I know,
playing
and he's
through a
old.
crazy injury right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lane Johnson's the best tackle in the league. It's not even close. But okay, speaking of coaches, we obviously just talked about Hackett. The other coach this week was in a trade, a first-round pick and a second-round pick. I'm pretty sure was the
I forgot in the NFL
compensation.
you could trade coaches.
yes,
You
you
could trade him
can.
in basketball too. Jason Kidd got traded as a coach, right?
Did he?
I
Yeah,
don't
the
remember.
Bucks.
honestly.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Anyway,
But
yeah.
you might be right, honestly.
I think Doc Rivers did once too.
Doc Rivers
Rivers
did.
definitely did get traded. He did.
Yes.
I remember.
Sean Payton got traded to the Denver
Yeah.
Broncos from the Saints for a first and a second.
Yep.
Was I correct on that one? Do we know the compensation for sure?
Oh no, I was saying the Jason Kidd got traded as a coach.
Sick. Sick.
The Bucks sent two
Um,
second-round picks to the Nets for Jason Kidd to coach. Sorry.
Trading for Jason Kidd is hilarious.
So yeah, I mean, Sean Payton is now the new coach of the Denver Broncos, and I mean, look, as the stat you just threw out there that Joel said on the podcast, I mean, maybe it wasn't Hackett, maybe it was just
Danger
Russell
Russ.
Wilson being bad.
Letting him cook too much. That was it.
Who let him cook?
They let Russ cook and he burned the whole fucking house down. But yeah, I mean,
All 13
I
of his
think
bathrooms.
but Peyton's still Sean Payton. Like we have to give credit where it's due. Obviously, you said Hackett's time management was garbage. Sean Payton is one of the best coaches in the league, at least from the last thing that we saw with Sean Payton.
When Hackett got
Still one of the best
fired,
coaches in the
the
league.
Broncos were noticeably better. Their offense was better. It just straight up. So
Was it?
I mean,
I think it's interesting because like when Russ left Seattle, we saw the noise was Pete Carroll's not a good coach. He couldn't do it anymore. But then he just turned Geno into a top 15, top 10 probably statistically quarterback. And then they made the playoffs, with a lesser of a roster. And then Russell plays like dog shit for 80% of the season. So Sean Payton going there, I mean, when you get a great coach, a future Hall of Fame coach, that's something that you always want to, credit your hat to. They did give up a lot for him, but they feel like the defense is there. The defense for Denver has always been there. The problem has been offensively, can they keep up?
Yes.
So it's just going to be realistically, I'm still not high on Denver. Their weapons are like their receivers are good, no game changers.
Jerry Judy's been disappointing, bro.
Judy was good towards the end of the season,
He can't
which
stay
gives you a
healthy
little bit of
either,
hope.
but-
He hasn't made that leap that his other Alabama guys have necessarily made.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. And I think you mentioned Geno Smith before too. A lot of credit goes to the OC there, Shane Waldron. Like that, he's a guy that definitely deserved to be in some head coaching trees, like speaking of possible head coaching candidates and stuff like that. Shane Waldron was great this season as the offensive coordinator for the Seahawks. Obviously, fucking Geno Smith just had a career year and one of the best quarterback seasons in the league this season. So, yeah, I mean, just credit to him there. And then, of course, Sean Payton obviously being in Denver now. I agree. Riv, you hit the nail on the fucking head. I don't think that the Broncos are any different than they were last season. I think maybe they can win a few more games just because time management, but I don't see how Sean Payton truly turns this team around.
I think it'll help them having a little bit less eyes on them this season. They were very hyped up this offseason. They made a huge move. I think there's going to be a little bit less pressure in a sense. So I think that'll help them somewhat. But, yeah, I agree. I don't think there's going to be much improvement. And also they're still in a dogfight of a division with the Chiefs, the Chargers. Not really so much the Raiders, but the Chiefs and Chargers.
Raiders are dead now.
So,
Chiefs and
not for
Chargers,
long.
yes, for sure. Chargers, hopefully will be solid next season. I'd love to see that.
Who's we?
What?
You said hopefully we.
No. I said hopefully the Chargers will be good next season. Fuck that.
I pray. I
no.
pray the Chargers are good next season.
The only we is the fucking Giants, man. Like we're gonna win the Super Bowl next year. So,
Yeah.
but anyways,
what the fuck?
We'll transition off the NFL now. Are there anything before we move on from that? Is there anything else we want to talk about with the NFL? Any other news
think
stuff that
that's
we want
it.
to cover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So for now, we got a week
You go to
to
basketball.
think about the Super Bowl. So
Yes, we
Yeah.
do have a week to think about the Super Bowl. So, but anyways, what was it last night? I believe it was last night.
Yes.
All the All-Star reserves came out.
Yes,
Crazy lists. Some serious snubs. I'm thinking there's one especially that we're all going to be talking about, maybe two. But yeah, so we'll start off with the guys that did actually make the team. Who was the most surprising guy that you think making the All-Star team, in
Well,
your opinion?
Tell the people listening who made the teams.
Yeah, I mean,
Please.
way
I'll
to-
do it.
Whoa.
way to host.
In the Eastern Conference, the reserves were Bam, Jaylen Brown, DeMar DeRozan, Julius Randle, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, and am I missing someone? Joel Embiid, of
Yeah,
course. I'm
yeah.
Stop
missing
right there.
Joel Embiid.
Stop right there, please. Well, zone in on this list that they just said. Shout out to Bam. I'm glad he made it. Well
Yes.
deserved.
Yes.
Why the fuck is Drew Holiday on the All-Star game?
All right. I think he should be there. It's just
Riv.
I think Trey should have made it over Drew Holiday.
We have
Personally.
Trey, who's been. I know the splits suck, but he's averaging 27 and 10.
Exactly.
James Harden is averaging 22, 11, and 6.
Yes.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Yes, I completely agree.
One guy that
Drew
absolutely
deserved it.
Okay, I think Drew deserved
I
it
think
over DeMar.
they all should have made it over DeMar.
I think
I
Drew
think.
deserved it over DeMar. I think Trey should have made it over
Oh,
DeMar.
DeMar. I mean, I'm not going to throw I'm glad.
I'm not, yeah. I'm not trying to throw shade at people, but like realistically, if we're gonna talk about dudes who probably shouldn't have made the team, and DeRozan's an all-star caliber player, do not get me wrong, but the Bulls were not good this year. They have not been good this year. So I'd be more willing to give the all-star nod there to, as we just said, I fucking forgot.
Trey?
Trey
James
Young.
Harden.
All-Star games are weird because if it's about winning, why are the fans voting?
Yes, I completely agree. I think they should get rid of fucking fan voting.
But fan voting doesn't matter. Like, it's not the biggest.
50%.
Yeah, but like,
It plays
say
a-
the players
Into the
or the
starters.
media don't vote for those players, they're not going to make the team.
Yeah, but fan voting values the starters, and Joel Embiid should have
Like
been a starter.
Yeah, that's my
Like that time
Joel-
Zaza was in the fucking
but
top like 3.
the fan vote does play
That was
a
cool.
big part in it. As Riff said, Joel Embiid should be a starter. I think he should have started over and
But that was
Giannis, and Giannis is a top 3 known player in the world, so he's
I
gonna
don't
get that.
know.
He's gonna get carried by that fan vote.
It's crazy.
You can't
'cause-
bench your captain.
I don't think there was.
Time out.
Riff say it's
I don't think there was a wrong
There's
choice.
a timeout.
Wait,
That's
let's
the
time
starters.
out real quick.
Yeah.
First of all, Embiid should have started over Kyrie because they don't take the positions out.
Well, yeah, that I agree with.
We actually talked about
that. I
right?
agree
We
with.
talked about positionless in the All-Star
Talked about
game.
that
I
one.
agree. I
It
think
It sucks
that's
that they don't have
100%.
that.
Just
I-
put the 5 best players in the East.
Just put
Yes.
the 12 best
Best in the
players,
West.
period.
Yeah.
Put the 12
Yeah.
best players on the fucking roster, period. Get rid of
Yes.
fucking positions in general, bro. Like, I think the same thing for the All-NBA teams, if I'm being completely honest. I think it's kind
Agreed.
of stupid. I
Get
think,
rid of the conferences.
like, we're
too.
going positionless basketball
Yes,
now.
If you're
I
not
think you
doing-
should do positionless. Get rid of the conference.
I don't think
get
you
rid
get rid of
add-
the conference.
and
I
add,
think
Get
that
rid of conference.
because
if you're not
they
doing
do,
East versus West anyway,
exactly.
it doesn't fucking matter.
They do the captains anyway. Why does it matter?
Whoa,
It's not
whoa,
conference
what
versus
the fuck?
conference.
it's a captain from each conference.
But you guys
Well,
just
yeah,
said,
you can keep
what
that.
the fuck you talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, if you want.
oh,
Matt, you're fucking.
Yo,
I'm
you're
stupid, bro.
you
I'm
are.
stupid. 'cause
Wait,
I
so
don't-
you don't mean like get rid of the conferences for the playoffs, right? You don't mean
That's
No,
what I
no,
thought. Riv, I
no.
thought that's what he was saying
No,
too.
for
bro.
the All-Stars.
You're just making sure. That's why you gotta
Yeah.
ask questions. So you gotta ask.
That's why I was
just
so, I was,
pick the 24 best players
I
in the
was so
league, put them
confused.
in the All-Star game. You don't
So
do
is DeMar DeRozan not a top 24 player in the NBA?
No, he is not.
no.
I don't think so.
There's an
No.
argument for him not being a top 24.
I think
player
in
with
Why?
the players that have made
There,
it.
there are
different-
players
it's
not
different
in
in
the
terms
All-Star
of
game that
All-Star.
are top 24 players.
I was about to say it's
Yeah.
different with All Stars. I think because I
Drew
can.
Holiday isn't top 30.
it's close.
But I don't know.
I think it's
don't
close.
know.
But like, I don't know. If we're going top 24 for how many players can make the All-Star game, there's a good amount of players on these teams that wouldn't be in that list.
Wait, so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You guys are all big Drew Holiday guys. It's fucking-
Love Drew.
Who's better, Drew Holiday or De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron
De'Aaron
Fox,
Fox.
100%.
Okay, that's one. Who's better, Drew Holiday or Anthony Edwards?
Anthony
And
Edwards.
Anthony,
Okay,
Anthony
I-
Edwards.
two.
Especially recently, I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
give it to Anthony Edwards.
Who's better, Drew Holiday or James Harden? Who's better?
James
Who's
Harden.
James
better?
Harden.
Okay.
James Harden.
Who's better? Drew
James
Holiday-
Harden. Wait. Time out there. James Harden's better, but there's an argument to be made that Drew Holiday's having a better season.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Harden's
Defense, the
averaging.
defense thing is always going to carry Drew.
Yes.
It's always going to carry Drew. But who's a better player, Drew Holiday or LaMelo Ball?
Drew Holiday, right now.
Drew
I'm
Holiday.
gonna be honest. I
Mm.
agree. I think it's Drew Holiday.
Okay, who's a better player, Drew Holiday or Darius Garland?
This season, Drew.
Drew.
This
but
season, Drew.
And
I
this is
mean-
very interesting. This is very, very interesting. Is he
I think Drew Holiday, he's putting like this just this season. Dude's putting up 20 and 7. He's, in my opinion, he clears in terms of being the best defending point guard in the NBA. I don't think anyone really comes
Marcus Smart.
particularly close. Marcus Smart is there, but I think Drew Holiday clears Marcus Smart in terms of defense. And I've watched Drew Holiday have these 35-point games with no Giannis, no Chris Middleton, and will the Bucks to victory.
Yep.
That's the thing right there that I think gives Drew Holiday the edge for me is I've seen him this year in these games. You know, it's only been a few times. It's not like it's been all season.
Where he's the guy.
But with no Giannis, with no Chris Middleton, he's willed them to victory on both sides of the floor.
yeah.
who's better, Drew Holiday or Pascal Siakam, guys?
Pascal.
Pascal
that's not even
Siakam.
close,
He should
though.
have been
That's not
on
even
this
close.
All-Star
Yeah,
team.
that's
He
one of
should have
the-
made it.
That was the craziest snub.
Yes.
I think in both conferences in total, like I think he was the single biggest snub in the All-Star game. Fucking crazy that Pascal does.
You guys just said yes to 4 names of guys being better than Drew Holiday.
But that
Right.
doesn't necessarily
Oh, no.
mean that they have a better All-Star case than Drew
I
Holiday.
said I thought James Harden.
Out of all those 4 guys, who doesn't have a better All-Star case? Siakam does.
Oh, I agree with Pascal.
Different position.
Aaron Fox does, but he's in the
Harden,
West.
Harden is tough, but Fox is in the West, exactly.
And so is Edwards.
Edwards is also in the West. So
Well, but you guys just said we're cutting off. We're just saying the 24 best players.
If that was the case, then yeah.
Well, yeah, the teams will look different then, though.
If it was the best
Yeah.
24 players, then no, Drew probably wouldn't make
no,
it.
Drew would
No.
not make it. In
Well,
this
even
game.
he still made it with Siakam and Harden and Trae Young in the East.
Oh no, I think they all should have made it over Drew Holiday. Personally, I think the 3 of them should have made it.
It's tough.
If we could boot DeMar, I don't care.
Yes.
I don't really, I don't really mind that. But those are 3 guys. Like Trae Young is still averaging 27 and 10.
Yeah.
he should be in.
Trey,
opinion.
yeah, Trey, the trade disrespect this season.
Trae
Not
gets
many
hate,
people
bro.
can do that.
We're Knicks fans. We hate Trae Young, and we're like, all right,
Nah,
it's
I
too
love
much.
Trae Young.
I'm
It's too
the-
much.
I love Trae Young.
I think Trae Young should be in there. I mean, my
Yeah.
Trae Young
I
jersey
think he should be
actually
in there
just
too.
came in.
When
Check
you
it out.
say
It
we're
looks
Knicks
nice.
fans,
It
there's
looks
the
nice.
4 of us that are Knicks fans and then 1 Bulls
We're
fan.
4
so
Knicks fans,
Yeah.
1 Bulls fan.
Yeah,
all
I
right,
mean,
cool.
it's tough, bro. Because I wanted Jalen Brunson to make the fucking All-Star game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, does Jalen Brunson not have a better All-Star case than Drew Holiday?
No, no, he doesn't.
Nah.
No, he
I
doesn't.
don't
No,
know,
he doesn't.
man.
No,
I
he
don't
does
know.
not.
I don't know. I don't know. There's
Why
an
doesn't
argument.
he?
It's close.
There's an argument.
There-
What he's been doing with the Knicks?
I agree.
He
I
is,
agree.
Yes, he's having a really good season.
I don't think he has a better case than Drew Holiday.
He
Their
has-
stats are like near the same. Jalen
Like,
Brunson might
I
have
think
the
Jalen
edge
Brunson's-
offensively, but Drew Holiday clears him so much defensively
I
that
think
there's-
Jalen Brunson has the impact though. He's
does.
more.
I think Drew Holiday is impacting these games too this year.
I'm gonna be
No, I
honest.
agree, but he also has a big freak playing down low
Yes.
with him.
100%. Yeah. I
What
like
about
I said
Julius?
before, I'm putting a lot,
No.
and I don't have it in front of me like exactly, but it might be like 3 or 4 games. But
Mhm.
I've seen Drew Holiday this year, like I said, with no Chris Middleton, with no Giannis, have these 30. I think he had a back-to-back 35-point game where he willed the Bucks to victory, and that matters to me. So, and like I said, the best defensive point guard in the league.
Deadpool said in the chat, yeah, Brunson is leading the Knicks to the 6th best offensive rating.
I think Brunson's
I mean,
better than Julius Randle.
But is Brunson?
I was about to say that. I think the
Uh,
best player on the New York Knicks is Jalen Brunson, not Julius
bro,
Randle.
you see
I
that
don't know.
fucking Laker game, bro?
Yeah.
Julius goddamn Randle. You cannot give that ball the fucking basketball in the last 5 minutes of the game in overtime. He's just gonna fucking miss shots, fuck up. What is that
I've been
last play of the
saying
game?
this. I've
Tom
been
Thibodeau
saying this.
takes 5 minutes to draw up a play, and what's the play? Julius Randle gets doubled by Anthony Davis and LeBron James, goes into the fucking corner, shoots a fucking midi,
Fadeaway
gets
midi.
blocked, doesn't even get a shot off. What the fuck is that play call? You have 5 seconds.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I think RJ deserves to have the ball in his hands a little bit more.
Last
I
night was
think
good.
Well, RJ was
Yo,
playing real
RJ
bad in
is
that
Rim,
Lakers
don't
mid,
give me that.
bro.
Rim,
Last
don't give me
night,
that.
last night
Bro,
was nice.
He had
Don't
one
give me
good
that,
game,
Rim,
bro.
don't give me
Richard
that,
Jefferson?
As
I said what I said. I said what I said. I
You don't
think
want to win.
the
You
two
don't want
main
to win.
guys should be Brunson and RJ.
that's insane.
I
to me.
think
that's
Ju-
insane.
bro,
to me.
I'm sorry. I can't do it with this Julius
I
Randle
wouldn't
shit.
say the
Bro,
main
but you've
two.
been biased. You hate Julius Randle since we got him.
No,
You're
but,
biased.
but Julius in crunch time is
Awful,
another level of bad.
atrocious,
First 3
atrocious.
quarters, love him. I love Julius Randle first 3 quarters.
First
of the
quarter
game.
especially.
But that's
Fourth
just
quarter,
the Knicks.
Julius
The Knicks,
Randle?
the Knicks implode in the fourth
bro,
quarter every single
RJ
game.
Barrett sucks. He is not good, bro.
He
I
had
don't
He had
agree with
one
you.
good
one
game.
good game.
One good game, and people on Twitter are like Knicks fans. Some Knicks fan I followed, I tweeted out last night. My Twitter must be broken because the RJ haters are real quiet right now. Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up.
Yo, bro, I'll be honest.
Whoever tweeted that, shut up.
RJ stinks, bro.
He stinks. He's awful.
As
Yo,
a-
bro,
the
he- oh my-
epitome of mid.
I
He's
just
a number 3 pick.
you made him a glorified fucking standstill shooter. That's exactly what he is now.
And he was on
And he's
the
not good
verge-
at that role.
He was on the verge of being like a
What the
very
hell is he good
defender.
at?
He's
Nothing.
he's a decent
Nothing.
playmaker.
People thought he was
Um,
good on defense.
His
He's
Yeah.
not
back-
got
good
tricked.
right now.
People
no,
got
he's
tricked.
not good on defense.
He's not good on defense.
He's
His
just,
role is-
you know what it is? RJ looks like he can play defense. His stance is right. He's strong. He's physical. But he just gives you the thought that he can play defense.
Yeah.
And then you actually watch it and you're like, what the fuck? He's a
He don't
fraud.
play-
Hey,
he
look,
don't do
last season he was solid defensively.
Yeah, well, this
He
is
was.
this
season he's not.
He's taking a-
definitely not.
Yeah.
Well, it's also very different because obviously he didn't really have a good quality defenders starting next to him until Quentin Grimes came back. Really, I mean,
Quinn's
then
the best.
Grimes came back, and now he's taking on the hardest assignment for the most part. And RJ has slid
Still
into a more-
gets cooked.
He
And then you
doesn't. He
have,
doesn't get cooked
you have Deuce.
nearly as frequently
I'm still
anymore.
waiting for
Obviously,
to hear good
Miles.
things about RJ. We asked, and then
I
I
just-
haven't heard anything since.
I just think there's very
He
little
doesn't do
opportunity.
one thing great. It's
So he's
just-
mid.
He does a few things pretty bad.
So he's mid.
He does a few things.
Yo,
The man has the potential.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. Arguing for RJ, and I'm usually the one that argues against RJ. Arguing for RJ is a losing argument. You're
It
going
is.
to lose the argument.
It
You
is.
you have no chance.
I
no
try
matter
every
what.
time.
Yeah.
I
I know
try
you
every
do.
single time.
And it's
But you don't
respectable.
put up an argument. You just say, no, but his
because
RJ
it's
Barrett.
hard to. It's hard.
He has potential.
It's
That-
hard.
that's
He
the only
doesn't-
argument
he
you
doesn't
guys
prove it.
have.
He doesn't prove it.
It's whatever.
Because he's not that guy.
It
Trade
hurts.
him.
No, we
Trade
can't
him
do
for-
that.
If
You
at-
can.
At this
We
point, if we
can't.
traded him,
Can't.
right, we had an opportunity to give him up and go get Donovan Mitchell this offseason. And we didn't want to give up RJ Barrett. So now, if you trade RJ
It
Barrett,
wasn't just
for who?
RJ Barrett.
But if you trade him for who, then you're like, all right, well, we gave him up for nothing. We could have had
Who's
RJ Barrett and all our picks, and
I'll be honest with you. Donovan Mitchell had 71 points in a basketball game.
Yeah, and we didn't
Should've
fucking
traded
and we kept RJ Barrett.
but it was the trade wasn't just RJ Barrett though.
It was
wouldn't
the
have-
It
entire
doesn't
Nick
matter.
organization.
It doesn't
Exactly. I
fucking
still wouldn't
matter.
have done that trade.
Well, you have to go get a star because you guys are a good team, but you need a star.
I've been saying that.
It just Donovan Mitchell, especially if you did still sign Jalen Brunson, they would have been terrible defensively. Like
No, I disagree. I think I will say this: regardless of you not wanting to give up the picks for Donovan, you're gonna have to give up the picks for the next star. So
I agree.
regardless, it's gonna have to be for somebody. And Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, they're great. They've been great this year, but they are complementary pieces to
Yes.
a star to eventually put you guys in that conversation. You guys need a star. You guys are a really
Yeah.
good basketball team. Yeah, I need a new coach too. But
Yeah,
that's
completely
Most
agree.
definitely.
Been
Yes.
saying
you
that.
guys need a star. And the only next star who's on the market, well, not in the market, but who you want to trade for is SGA. And
Mhm.
that's gonna force a lot of picks.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
No, it's not.
Not
but
gonna
It's
happen.
not. I wanted
They'd
to.
be so stupid to do that if they even consider
Okay,
trading
see?
SGA. Yes,
Yeah.
because things are coming together there now. They look like they
Yeah.
have a team that's like
Yeah,
gonna-
you
They
would've
might
been-
make the play.
if they were at the bottom of the West, you would have been a lot better. Like maybe we could get them, but now they're
Yes.
good. Well, they're
yeah,
okay.
now they're solid, and they're not gonna just sit straight for the rest of the season.
And we
They're
were
not
saying
doing that. To
they have
them.
enough picks to get any person
Yes,
in the league that they
that's
want.
true.
Any
I mean,
dude.
I've always gave credit to the Thunder and their future about what they built. I think they're in one of the best spots in the NBA.
The
for-
best
yeah,
spot in
yeah.
terms
The
of like the
singular best spot.
rebuilding
Yeah, and
teams. they're
in
the
terms
best
of
spot.
everyone's progression up to this point, Josh Giddey has been looking amazing this season.
Yes, Jalen Williams as a rookie has looked great.
You still haven't seen Chet.
No,
Still
haven't
haven't
even
seen
seen the
Chet.
number 2 overall pick.
I seen that he got some All Star votes from.
Chet's
the,
my
from the
boy.
media.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
me.
This is
I
why-
voted for him.
This is why fan voting.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't fan
Should not
voting.
was
be.
a
It
media-
wasn't fan
it
voting.
was a
From
player
the
vote.
media?
Yeah,
was
it was
players.
Oh my god, bro.
Who voted for Giddey?
No, not Giddy. Chet. I heard. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying. This is
Media
what I'm
voted
saying-
for
This is
Chet.
what I'm saying, bro. Like, why the fuck do some of these guys have jobs in
Yeah.
these fucking? Why do they get to vote for All Stars? Make us vote for fucking All Stars.
Yeah.
Make pick a side, vote for fucking All Stars.
We are the
Well,
media.
Put us in the fucking
we
media
are the
instead of them.
fans.
We'll be there.
Dude, if I voted for All Stars, Cam Reddish would be starting.
Yes, sir.
Cam
All right,
Reddish.
never mind. Do
Yes,
not
sir.
give Riv a
Oh,
vote.
Yeah, that's why I don't vote. I don't even vote because I would vote.
I don't vote either.
Wait, River, you a Knicks fan?
No,
What?
he's a Bulls fan.
Bulls fan.
He goes,
Okay.
what?
I don't know.
Wait,
What?
I wasn't sure. I had to ask.
I used to watch the Knicks, but once you guys benched Cam, I stopped watching you guys.
It's fair.
But we got
Cam's-
better once we benched him.
Yeah,
I
but
love
that doesn't help me like at all.
It's just like he had some like really good games though. Like the flashes were there.
You guys used to sit him on the 3-point line and just
Yeah.
like just sit him there, and then defense, he's guarding the best guard, and it just.
Oh, remember the first game of the season, bro?
Bro, he had like 28.
And the
bro.
game
Yeah.
winner.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Big things was coming.
Yo, I thought this was the season that Cam
He
was
got
gonna
hurt and never got a spot back in the
Yeah,
rotation.
it's
Yeah,
weird.
no.
That's what
Hopefully
really
they
happened.
move
He got
him,
hurt.
man.
It's just Tibbs, man.
Yeah, but
I just don't know if there's really anything there. His basketball
Cleveland.
IQ is so low, bro. He has makes way too many mistakes.
Send him
Way-
to Cleveland, man.
yes,
send him to Cleveland.
yes, that would be perfect, honestly.
He's going to Toronto. We're getting OG.
Oh, God. I can't
Bro.
wait.
That's what we don't need, though. I feel like that
What?
does the same OG to the Knicks. He's saying
That'd be
Nah,
perfect.
that wouldn't move the needle though.
Well, no,
That's what I'm saying.
he'd
You
be
need
another
to
piece to like
Yeah, but
another piece
eventually.
to what? But
but
you're
yeah,
getting
yeah,
rid
I
of what?
think-
3 first-round picks for not a star?
Another
Like, I didn't give up
Yeah,
3
first
for
round
Devontae. I don't see why you give up 3 for OG.
Apparently that offer's on the fucking table.
Yeah.
Which
So
it would
which
make us
is
a
wild.
playoff. I mean, we're a
It's probably,
playoff.
it's probably your worst pick, like the protected ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
I
would
agree. It
yes.
definitely helps. Obviously, OG helps pretty much
moves the
any
needle.
team. He doesn't
Mhm.
move the needle.
He
What
moves-
needle is he moving?
I
He
think
You
improves
guys-
us. He
playoff.
definitely improves us.
Yeah,
You
but
guys,
like,
no, you
what
guys
needle
become
is he
a playoff
moving?
team now, like a lock
I
playoff.
think
Yes,
I think
I
we don't
agree.
lose in 5 games when we go to the playoffs. Now we lose in 6.
I think we lose in 6 or
Right.
7.
So why you're giving up 3 first-round picks for that? Y'all would be crazy.
No, I agree. I think it'd be a terrible move, but
Craziness.
I'll be honest.
I'm telling
OG
you, the Kings should full send on OG.
what
What do
happened?
we think OG is?
What happened, Riff?
What do we think OG is? OG
That's
don't
what I'm
change the
saying.
series. It's gonna be 5 regardless. If it was meant to be 5, it's gonna be 5. OG, he's like,
He's cool.
He's the best perimeter defender in the NBA.
I disagree. It's Drew Holiday, but
Thank you.
I would say this: OG is literally
All-star Drew Holiday.
he is RJ Barrett with a defined role. That's exactly what he is.
What?
Yeah, he is RJ Barrett with a defined role.
Riv.
He's gonna come in, bro. If you watched OG, he cannot create for himself. It's really bad. It's
Thank
not
you.
No. I
Bro, wait,
agree.
I
do
put
agree.
out I
do
put
agree.
out a chart. You liked it, Riv. I put out that chart on my Twitter about isolation scores and pick and roll scores, the points per possession. And OG was bottom left corner.
Yeah.
Doesn't create in the isolation, doesn't create in the pick and roll.
I saw
Doesn't
a stat.
create for shit.
Yeah, I saw a stat that he's
Bottom
like
left corner.
I forgot what it was. I think he was like 92 of like 375 on pull-up jumpers over the last like 3
he's
seasons or
a good
something.
catch and shoot guy.
Yeah, no, very good catch and shoot.
His
guy.
offense is
He could-
very overblown, bro.
Yes.
People think that he's gonna get traded and just get this increased role and become this all-star
Yeah, no, I
player,
don't-
but
I don't
it's
think
not
so.
there. He's a great defender, one of the best in the league, can make open threes, but that's it.
He can finish at the rim too.
Sure.
He's a big dude. He finishes
Sure.
well at the rim, but it's just like no, he doesn't really have much self-creation to him. He's not as good at creating shots as people think he is, like as NBA media thinks he is. So, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. But the Western Conference All-Stars, that was a long-winded way to work our way here.
Yeah.
Who we got is the Western Conference All-Stars, if you guys want to name.
Paul George, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Damian Lillard, Lauri Markkanen, John Morant, DeMontis Sabonis, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
It's a lot of Riv guys up there, man. A lot.
Yeah.
I love that Jaron made it.
I
I was surprised.
so
if he's gonna be
That
the-
shit was out of left field, but the coaches picked that.
yeah,
Yeah.
To get in.
If he's going to be in Defensive Player of the Year conversations,
is,
I think
yeah.
he deserves to be an All Star.
he's
No,
the betting
If he's
favorite
gonna-
at the
like-
moment.
Wait.
He was hurt for a little while.
Marcus Smart deserved to be in the All Star conversation last
that's
year.
different. That's different. Jaron Jackson's on a
How
he's
was
the
it?
second best player on
Nah.
a good team.
Not
It
the
is-
second best player.
No, he's not. Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain.
Desmond Bain is, yeah. That's close.
Close.
That's close.
I think
I
it's
just
close.
feel
that's
like
very close.
Jaren missed some time. I feel like AD should have got that spot.
But AD
I
didn't
agree.
play enough fucking games, bro. I
No,
really
Jaren
I have it
also
in
think
front
it
of me.
matters.
I
What's
have
the game requirement? So have they ever established that?
So Zion
no game
Williamson,
required,
Zion played 29 games and is an All-Star starter. Jaren Jackson played 35 games and is an All-Star reserve.
AD should have got in.
Devin Booker played 29 games, snubbed. Anthony Davis 28 games, snubbed. So Book played the same amount of games as Zion, and AD played one less game. And this was last night before AD played. AD played last night, so now AD has played the same amount of games as Zion.
I think that's
So-
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
AD
I don't think Zion should have made it.
there has to be some type of there just has to be some type of requirement. Like I don't know what the requirement is because it just makes no sense that Zion's an all-star and Anthony Davis and Devin Booker aren't.
Yeah.
No,
People are going to say Fox and Ant, but now that I know that the games played between Booker and AD and those guys are the same, AD and Booker should have easily
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
agree.
And I love Paul George, but Booker and AD should have taken his
Yes.
spot.
Yeah.
Him and
I didn't
Jaren-
think he was gonna make it either.
We did not think he was going to make the All-Star team at all.
I didn't either. I was actually when he because I was like, people were asking me like, "Oh, you think PG gonna?" I was like, probably not this year, man. Now he's been great, but probably not this year. He made the shit, and I was like, well, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I didn't
It's
think
wild, especially because AD prior to obviously getting hurt was having one of the best seasons of his career.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. I mean, obviously the NBA, as we know, is kind of going to push the Zion envelope. Like we know this is a thing. The script is in, bro. But
Yeah.
it's just, how do you keep Anthony Davis off of the team when he has been as good as Jaren defensively and far superior?
Exactly.
And yes, sure, 7 games, but far superior offensively as well. I mean,
I didn't know the games were that close. I'm gonna be honest with you. I
seven
don't agree with that.
games, 7 fucking games. That's the only difference here. And now I think it's 6. So it's just crazy, bro. It doesn't make sense to me.
I'm upset Fox didn't make it though. I really wanted him to make it.
Yeah, that was.
I feel like he should have made it over Jaren also. If Jaren was the wild card,
He had to be a wild
he
card.
had to be.
He had to be the wild card.
You gotta remember the coaches pick that, man. So it's like
Yeah.
they must see something we don't, apparently.
I mean,
just-
he is one of the most impactful defenders in the league, to be fair to Jaren.
If
But
that's the case, then Evan Mobley has the case to make the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pushing Jaren Jackson to be an all-star, but I was pushing Jaren Jackson to be an all-star, assuming that Zion and Anthony Davis
We're
and
not
Devin
going-
Booker
yeah,
weren't
we're not going to be in it at
all-stars.
all.
But the fact that Zion got in and AD and Book didn't, it baffles
Zion
me.
might not even be able to play for the All-Star game, right?
no,
Right.
he might not.
He probably
Might
won't.
not.
Yeah.
So what-
Kevin Durant might be a healthy scratch, actually. I mean, KD might not play in the All-Star game either.
It's the second time he's done this.
Yeah, I mean, if KD doesn't play, obviously that's Siakam stepping into that role.
Yeah.
If Zion doesn't play, who gets the nod there?
AD.
It has
for
to be.
sure,
AD.
right?
It
It
depends.
has
Are
to
they
be.
is that a wild card spot now?
Well,
Yeah,
AD's
I'm
back
a
and
wild card.
playing, so.
I
It
think
does become.
And then
a
I
wild
it's
card
think-
spot.
between AD and De'Aaron Fox.
They
I
have
think.
to vote in AD. I mean,
I
I mean,
Well, if they're going off winning, Fox would get in.
Yeah.
What about Ann Edwards?
Nah.
I
I
think
think
Edwards would
Fox
probably
makes
get
it
into
over
it.
Edwards.
Fox does make it over Edwards.
does he?
Yeah.
I
He's been the
don't
best
know.
clutch scorer in the league this year.
Yeah.
He has, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they give the Kings 2 All-Stars.
That's the only reason I would lean Edwards,
Yeah, I
just
agree.
because of the Kings having 2 All-Stars. I love De'Aaron Fox. So
I
much.
agree. I think they made the right decision with Sabonis obviously being their All-Star. That was
Yeah.
pretty obvious. Sabonis has been unbelievable. Probably
Yeah.
should have been an All-Star
yeah,
starter
you had a case to
if
be a
we're
starter.
being honest.
Well,
Oh,
if
you don't think
Zion
so,
doesn't
Riv?
play, then-
I saw that. I think
I think AD should have been the starter, honestly. That's
I
why.
agree.
I agree with that.
Over Zion, I agree.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I don't know how. It actually caught me off guard when Zion started. I'll be honest.
Me too.
So we have about 3 to 4 guys ish from each conference who we believe were snubbed. From the East, we have Trae Young, James Harden, Pascal, and Jalen Brunson. Right, those are 4 guys. In the West, we have Anthony Davis, Devin Booker,
Anthony Edwards.
De'Aaron Fox, and Anthony Edwards. So 4 guys from each conference. Do you guys think the All-Star roster should expand
yeah.
and have 15 players? Or do you think
Mm.
doing it like this with 12 guys and having a few real-life snubs from each teams makes getting the All-Star nod more of an accomplishment?
So I think 15 is too much. I would add at least 1. I think 13 guys is perfect. I think they should get rid of the conferences so that it's just the top 26 guys, and just make the teams like that. That's what I think.
I agree. I think that's the best course of action. I think getting rid of the conferences in general is just the better plan here instead of doing
So
this.
what does getting rid
And
of
positions.
I don't know.
And
what is
positions.
what
Get rid
is
of position locks. You're just essentially naming the 24.
what
don't know.
does
I
getting
feel-
rid of the conference? Sorry, Ortiz. What does getting rid of the conferences do though?
I think DeMar definitely would have made it over De'Aaron Fox, Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
Just gives you more
Anthony
flexibility.
Davis.
Yes, it gives you more.
No,
flexibility.
No, I know
for
that.
sure.
I'm just saying in terms of this All-Star game.
Like
though,
Jaren, I don't think
specifically.
would have
No, I
made
see
it
what
over
you mean.
Trae Young.
I see what he means. He means like DeMar does. If you have no conference, DeMar doesn't get in. Drew
Right.
Yes.
might not get in because you got guys from the West.
Jaren doesn't get in.
Aaron doesn't. You got guys from the West that can expand, and now you just have
Yeah.
a whole team of the best guys.
Yeah.
But I think expanding the game, the more people, makes it easier for guys to get in. I think you have to kind of keep it tight.
Yeah,
agree.
that's what I was gonna say. I think 12 is the right amount. It makes it really,
Special
to be like,
Yeah,
wow,
'cause-
I was named an All-Star, and
Mm-hmm.
the NBA is
in the deepest NBA
Yeah.
ever.
the NBA. Obviously, this season has been extremely competitive.
Yes, bro. This
We've-
is the best we've
Yeah,
ever seen.
this is a great NBA season so far, and I think to get that nod this year is like, wow, I made it in 15, and nothing with the conference. I think they should keep it East and West.
Yeah, I think 15's a lot too.
15's
I think,
a lot.
I think
no,
13 guys.
I
would be
think
perfect.
they should. I think 12's fine the way it is
Yeah,
now.
I
I
agree.
think the position locks are cool. I think everything about the All-Star game selection process is cool. Obviously, there's some names that we're all going to disagree with, like who should have made it, who shouldn't have made it. But that's the beauty of it, I feel.
Shout out Deadpool. He made a good point. He said, no, just eliminate the positions for conferences. And then you don't have to worry about position locks.
I look at it like in the NBA, the 15th best guy doesn't play. And the 14th
Right.
guy
Yeah.
doesn't play. The 13th. So what are we putting 15 guys on an All-Star game for?
No,
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a roster
Barely-
without reserves is
the
13
the
guys.
12th guy
It's
barely
15.
plays.
Without
Yeah, so
reserves,
it's like
I
12.
think it's still
15.
15. I think it's still 15. I think it expanded when COVID happened.
Yeah,
What?
they have. Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 reserves. on the
I
roster.
think.
No. It's always been 15. It expanded to like 17 when COVID happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
so
have 15
More guys
players
on the roster.
get dressed up for the
Mhm.
game. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It's tough. I think you keep it the way it is. As you said, it's more special that way. I
Mhm.
mean, it's harder to make an all-star
It's-
team
it's
now
more
than
of an
ever, for
accomplishment.
sure. Yes, exactly. I mean, you're putting that on your resume.
Right.
You made an all-star team, and when the NBA was at its best,
Yeah.
honestly. So
And,
that's
and
super impressive.
especially being one of the big 4 sports whose all-star game, like, people actually tune into. The MLB is iffy with most people.
I
Hey,
think
it's the
this
home
is
run derby, bro.
The whole
That's
home
what people care
it
about.
revolves around the home run derby.
Yeah.
Obviously, All-Star Weekend is
The
I think
home
the
like a
All-Star
holiday.
Weekend is the biggest.
What happened,
one.
Riv?
Yeah.
The home what?
We were talking about. He was saying NBA All-Star Game is probably the most watched one, and then I said because he mentioned baseball, and I said the home run derby is what's mostly watched. Honestly.
people watch the home run derby.
What is
No.
that?
No one watches the Pro Bowl.
What? You don't know what the home run derby is?
I don't watch baseball.
Really, Riv? Not even knowing what
They just hit balls as far as they
yeah,
can.
Yeah.
they just smack the shit. It's essentially just
They get-
everybody's
yeah.
trying to hit as many fucking home runs as possible.
They
Are
get
you serious?
they get
yeah,
juice,
it's mad fun.
they
to
get
watch.
juice baseballs and they just fucking hit nukes all day. It's the best.
I might watch that.
That's
That sounds way better than the game. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't like baseball.
Bro, I was
either.
at work last night, and on one TV I had the Cavs Grizzlies game on. On the other TV, I had these NFL players tossing water balloons to each other for the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
They
they
did a
played dodgeball
water balloon
yesterday.
toss. I
Are you
saw-
serious?
The dodgeball
Yes.
looks cool.
They
Yes,
did a
but, like,
fucking water balloon
But
toss,
this is
bro.
what I
These
mean.
grown ass men who got
Grown-ass
recognition
men.
for being one of the best in their sport for a season.
All right.
They got rewarded by playing water balloon
Dodgeball,
toss.
throwing
Saquon
water
got
balloons.
destroyed by a
Yeah.
dodgeball to the face yesterday. I saw a
Yeah,
video.
I saw-
Mario Davis got him in the head so bad.
I saw-
So,
I
so
saw-
Tyler Huntley was fucking ass in that precision
No, I
competition.
heard he did well in the precision passing thing.
Not in the beginning.
Oh,
He
well,
was
whatever.
fucking-
But yeah, no,
Dog water.
bro. Okay, first of all, the NFL Pro Bowl is the biggest fucking
It's-
joke
it-
of an
it- it's a
all-star
waste.
game I've
It's a
ever
waste.
fucking
It's a
seen.
waste.
Because
one watches the
nobody
Pro
wants
Bowl.
to play in it. Number one, nobody wants to be there for it. Like they don't give a fuck, and it's in the worst spot too. It's right between the Super Bowl and the conference championships. But it's just like nobody
Bowl's a
wants
waste
to
of
be
time.
there for it, bro. And then like obviously you have Tower Hunt. Like no offense to Tower Huntley, but
There's
bro,
no reason
to
for
be a
it.
fucking
No.
Pro Bowler, like we're not considering a Pro Bowler like a special accomplishment anymore. It's always all pro. That's the only thing that matters to people
Yeah.
now in the NFL. So it's only all pro first and
Yeah.
second teams. And I mean,
like being an NBA All-Star still has some relevance.
that
Right.
that has all the
I mean, it has-
relevance.
yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say,
has all the
it still
relevancy.
has relevance compared to every other sport that we watch and their All-Star games.
You're gonna list that as an accomplishment. That's
Yeah,
all.
everyone
their
wants to be an
resume.
all-star.
That's on the
You
resume.
don't have fucking
Yes, you
Pro
need to be an
Bowls on
all-star.
people's resume because everybody can fucking make a Pro Bowl if enough people say I don't want to come play.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, that's true.
so
While we're on the topic of All-Star game, who's winning the dunk contest?
Mac McClung.
Who is it? It's Mac.
it's
KJ
Max,
Martin
is
Jr.
Shadon in it?
Shadon's
I would
in
love
it.
to
Shadon's
see
in
Mac
it.
McClung make it, bro.
So
So,
one
Yeah,
more?
that test is watered down, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think this one's gonna be a fun one, honestly.
Yeah, so
I-
it's
I really
Mac,
hope
It's just
it
so
is.
hard
KJ
to be
Martin,
creative now.
Shaden Sharp, and
know?
I'm taking
Trey
Shade on
Murphy.
Sharp.
Mhm.
I'm taking Shade
I'm
on
taking-
Sharp.
yeah,
It's so
taking-
bad, bro.
I'm
We didn't
taking
add
Mac
a
McClung.
G-League player to it. Oh my god.
right?
Yeah.
I think they're doing that on a yearly basis now. I think they're adding
No, yeah.
one G League player
Mhm.
to
They
it.
did
And
that
they're doing
for
doing
Derek
it with the-
Jones
Yes,
when he was in the G
they're
League.
doing it with the Rising Stars challenge.
I'm
now,
curious
too.
to see how that
That-
goes.
Well, they did that last year.
That
too.
makes
La-
sense
yes,
because they have the G
The
League
format,
Ignite team.
the format last year for the Rising Stars game, I think, was immaculate.
I'm
They
curious
have
to see
Scoot.
how that
Mhm.
goes because Scoot's gonna play in this game, and say
Oh,
Scoot.
Oh, you didn't know that? Scoot's
Yeah.
in the Rising Stars game. Yeah,
that's fire.
yeah.
Mhm.
They got like
They
a
have a
few of
couple
the
of
Ignite
Ignite
guys.
players,
They
yeah.
got a few of the guys like actually on G League teams. Like Mac, I think Mac's playing in it. Scottie Pippen Jr. is playing in it. The
Mhm.
big guy from the Grizzlies,
Yeah.
Ken Lofton.
yes,
right?
Kenny
That's it.
Lofton,
Yeah,
yes.
Ken
I
Lofton.
love him. That was-
But I'm curious to see if, like, say Scoot plays in this game and struggles. I'm curious to see what that does for all these draft experts, how they react to that.
Oh, bro, people would.
I think Scoot's gonna thrive in a game like
I think
this.
so.
So
too.
it's not gonna be like
It's not going to be a
high
full-
intensity.
Mhm.
Really, it's
he's gonna show
be-
off his athleticism.
It's going to be runs. That's all it is. It's going to be like a
yes.
pickup game at the fucking park.
All
That's
right.
how they're going to play it.
But we know if he misses a couple threes, scouts are gonna be like, "Yo, he doesn't have a jumper. It's not gonna translate to the NBA."
They're not gonna.
like,
They're not
That's
gonna
why,
be scouting.
If
this
I'm
game
him,
like
like,
that.
do I want to play?
I think so. I don't
not
think they're gonna
scouts.
do
I
No,
shouldn't
you
say
definitely-
scouts. I should say
definitely play.
media. I
You
meant
definitely play.
media. But yeah, he's definitely playing, bro. You have to.
That's dumb.
You definitely play in this
I
game.
mean, all he could really, he can't really raise.
No,
his
you're not
draft
hurting
stock.
your draft stock, bro. You're not.
He's not
hurting your
raising
draft
it
stock.
They
either.
go any higher than 2.
No,
Exactly.
No, he can't. He's not.
That's
going
the point.
anywhere.
Like, do you want to play in this?
You
I
wanna
think
play
it's
in
because
this
it'll be
game,
fun.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you playing it to have
You do
an
understand these guys are
experience.
human.
He has to
beings,
just not
correct?
try. That's the thing. He has to not actually
No,
look
no,
like
What do
he's
you
trying.
mean?
I think you just gotta
He
understand
just has to
that
have fun.
these are human fucking beings.
No, I
who
know.
just
They're
wanna
all having
go
fun. It's
hoop.
All-Star weekend.
Like,
It's-
what
it-
if-
it's not
What if he goes out there on a court with all the rising stars of the NBA
And drops
and
100.
he's the best player
yeah,
on the court?
just drops 100
That's
every
true.
game.
Every game.
Every
All
game.
one of them.
Yeah.
I do think.
Wait, do
it-
they do the
No,
tournament
they
now? Is
do-
that
they
Out
do
the-
the
out- yeah,
tournament,
exactly.
yeah.
So
I
fuck
hate
you.
that. That's so
The
stupid.
think
tournament's
that's so
cool.
cool.
I liked
The
it.
tournament's cool.
They do that in the NHL
I liked it
All-Star
last
game
year.
too. I think it's so dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
different than the
indifferent to
regular
it.
All Star game. I like
I
it.
guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Tournament of just 32 guys. Just I like
Tom threw in the chat. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but Donovan literally tossed Dylan Brooks, and it made me happy.
Bro, the
Oh
Grizzlies
my
assistant
God,
coach
yo, I
tackled
saw
him.
it. I was so excited.
Bro, Donovan got tight as he
Yeah.
should have because
mean, he
Brooks
did
fell
get
down and
punched
got
in
his
the-
shit
yeah.
smacked. I'm not gonna
Wait,
mention
yo.
where he got
Hey,
smacked,
yo.
but
Yo.
yo,
Yeah.
but bro, I would have been tight too. He took the ball and just chucked it straight at Dylan Brooks' face, and
He
I was
missed,
like, "Let's." He did miss.
He did miss.
He did miss, but he threw it hard.
Yeah.
He was going for his head.
Hey, if he
pause.
if he would have hit him, it would have been nice. Could have had him a nice reliever on the Mets.
Yo,
He would have signed.
Donovan would have signed with the Mets. You're so right. But yeah, no, that was crazy. I was happy to see him. Get
Fight
after,
back?
Yes,
Wow.
almost killed Dylan Brooks. He
I
should.
don't think he almost killed him.
Nah, bro, he should. He should.
I don't think he.
Yo,
almost,
Did y'all see Desmond Bain in the pile, like trying to?
Well,
Like,
I tweeted
short,
about that. I
stocky arm
mess
guy?
with Desmond Bain for that because he has to deal with this guy Dylan Brooks' antics
Bro.
and tomfoolery.
Pre-game
But no matter
dances.
what, he always has his back. He's like anytime Dylan Brooks gets into something, Desmond Bain's right there, and
Yeah, I mean,
he's with the antics.
He has the
So,
largest biceps in the NBA.
Desmond
so-
Bain.
Yeah, Desmond Bain's fucking arms are ginormous. It makes no sense.
His arms
Why
are
are you
so
a
big, but his
basketball
arms
player?
are so
like a little dinosaur.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
literally, he has a short ass wingspan too. So,
It's built like a velociraptor.
but
But speaking about All Star Weekend, we have nobody in the skills challenge yet announced, and we have
Thanks.
Damian Lillard in the 3-point contest. That's it.
I'll take it, Dame.
Serious? There's no one in the skills.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they haven't announced anything
so
yet.
Dame versus Dame.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty
that's
much.
fine.
Isn't this like a week and a half from now?
Yeah,
You think they would announce it?
You
They
would.
don't care about that shit. I'll be
No, they
honest.
really don't. They just care about the dunk contest, and the dunk contest is dead.
which is exactly
So-
which is weird because the 3-point
Three-point
contest is kind
so
of
much more fun.
it's kind of like
So much
overtaking the
more
dunk
fun,
contest.
honestly, in my
Bro.
opinion, because there's so many good 3-point shooters now.
The
man.
Rising
Yeah.
Stars. I mean, last year the Rising Stars Challenge was fucking awesome. I think it
It
was,
was yeah, I
better
liked it.
than the Saturday events.
I just
Yeah.
remember that dunk contest where they had 6 dudes and it was East versus West, and it was
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Wall, Paul George, and Terrence Ross. That shit
Yeah.
was
That was
that
cool.
that
Bro.
was good shit.
Where they had like the minute and 30
Yeah.
seconds to
Who was
just
on-
like
who was
do
on the
whatever.
West?
Yeah.
That dunk contest. I know the East won it.
I
feel
think
like
Kenneth Faried was
Jeremy
in there.
Evans.
Jeremy Evans
Kenneth-
was definitely on
Jeremy
there.
Evans. I think Kenneth Reed.
Dame
maybe.
was in the dunk
Dame
contest.
Yes,
was in that
I
dunk
think that was the year
contest.
Dame was in every single
Yeah.
All Star event. That was.
Yeah.
Nah,
That was
except
pretty-
the All Star game. Except the All Star game. That year.
No,
he was in
Dame
it.
was not an
All-Star
All Star
No.
that year, bro. That was his first year, I think.
No,
I'm
he,
pretty sure.
he made all
No.
5 events.
Or his second
He was
year.
in all the
Did he
events.
actually?
Yes.
That's wild, bro. That's actually crazy.
Yeah, don't sleep on Dame.
Shout out to Dame, man.
But on the
But-
dunk contest, they just gotta. I don't even know how to fix it. It's just they need better players in it.
Give me Zach and Aaron Gordon again.
I know that's the problem.
Give
I don't
me
understand it. Like
Ja.
everyone got
wish
so
Ja did it.
butt tight about Aaron Gordon not winning it,
Yeah.
but like
Everyone got mad
Someone's-
at Dwayne Wade.
someone's gonna lose. Like I don't know. I feel like it's not that big of a deal that no stars want to participate now
Mhm.
because they
I mean-
messed up one score. Like
Yeah, I mean that's not even the only reason. Also,
He did get
for a
robbed.
while, the stars didn't want to participate until Zach and Aaron Gordon put on a show.
Yeah.
And I mean, prior to that, nobody wanted to
Victor
fucking.
Oladipo started singing
We
to us.
honestly forget that. No, I remember that, bro. We honestly forget that the dunk contest was dead, and then Zach and Aaron Gordon revived it again.
Yeah.
And now it's dead again. So
We
we
need
need people to
Robert.
revive it again.
Mhm.
It is dead. It's
It is.
dead.
I don't
it's
think
ass.
dead
The dunk contest
before
is ass.
Aaron Gordon and
There's
Zach
just
Levine.
there's
is
only
the right
so
word.
many dunks a human being could do, and they've been doing this dunk contest for 40 years.
I'm sorry, bro, but Jordan Kilgannon and all these professional dunkers, bro, like these dudes do some crazy
but
shit.
they have their
yeah.
own events that nobody really watches.
I forgot Obi Toppin won the dunk
Yes,
contest.
yes. I was
Yeah.
actually about to
Obi
mention
Toppin
that.
did
Yes,
win the
sir.
dunk
Toppin
contest
won
I
that
don't know
fucking
I don't
dunk
know
contest.
That is the only meaningful thing he's done in the NBA.
Yeah,
That's
So
so
he don't-
meaningful the
he
Knicks
don't
have done
play.
in the NBA recently. So
He's just good.
it's shit. It's shit being a Knicks fan. But
Call me the
we-
Knicks
we
'cause
want a
you're
playoff
jealous
game.
The way I'm quickly topping.
old.
Wow.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, it's All-Star Weekend should hopefully be fun. I mean, I would hope it ends up being an entertaining time.
Yeah,
but
it always is entertaining.
the All-Star game is
Nah,
it's
the
gonna
dunk contest was definitely not dead before Zach Levine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the winners of the dunk contest
I don't
prior
know.
to Zach Levine winning it twice in a row: John Wall, Terrence Ross, Jeremy Evans, Blake Griffin, Nate Robinson twice, Dwight Howard.
The John Wall one was pretty trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. The format was
I
pretty
like
cool.
that.
And
dude.
we're acting like Jeremy Evans isn't like.
yeah,
Jeremy Evans dunked over a picture from dunking
No,
over a picture.
bro.
What are we talking about?
That was
now?
a good one.
That
I
was
like
a cool
that
one.
The
And,
Blake
like,
Griffin
obviously
one,
Blake.
obviously.
All those were
but
good.
those
It
Nate
really wasn't
Robinson
dead.
ones.
Bro,
It's
look,
all
Bro,
I'm
Nate
just-
Robinson,
I'm just
my
saying.
favorite player of all fucking
After
time.
the Nate and
After
Dwight
Zach
ones,
Levine's when it went downhill,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
Glenn Robinson,
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell,
Like Donovan
Man,
was cool, but
Donovan
like
was
Hami Diallo, bro. That shit
I
was
don't even
ass
remember
when
that.
Hami
That was
I
won.
don't even remember.
that was
that.
the worst
I
one.
don't remember a dunk
Anthony
contest
Simons fucking blew out a cupcake, bro.
Yeah.
No, what did he do? He kissed the rim.
He
He
kissed
kissed
the
the
rim.
rim.
kissed
Yeah,
the
he
rim.
kissed the rim.
Mad germs, bro.
Yeah.
Anthony Simons, he's. I was gonna. Say
Obi should have
Johnson,
won that
but,
one.
you know. What happened?
Obi should have won that one that Simons won.
Bro, Obi's
cares? He should have
mid,
2 in a
bro.
row.
Obi's he's a solid dunker. He's not an elite dunker. Come
He sucks.
on. He's ass. He's so fucking bad. It actually pisses me off. Remember last season at the end of the year when he was on a tear,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
averaging like 25
Yep.
over the last.
Fraudulent.
And then
10,
he started
15
averaging
games this season.
25 seconds a game.
Bro,
Yeah.
him, RJ,
Yeah.
and Quickly, all three of them went insane at the end of the
I don't
year.
want to hear RJ's.
Yo, this RJ hate is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, we gotta.
This RJ
He's
Love is out of
He's
pocket.
becoming overhated now.
He is.
Emmanuel
This
Quickly is
happens
better than
anyways.
him.
I agree. I never said it. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
I like Quickly. Quickly's a really
Yeah,
good.
I think Trunks' love for RJ is just out of pocket at this point. Just he's bad. It's just-
I agree.
he's
but-
mid.
So
No.
this is the thing I wanted to do, just to do. I texted
For
him in
shits
the
and
chat.
giggles?
Yeah,
Let's
for
do it.
shits and gigs. We'll go through the playoffs right now as if the season ended today. We'll go through the first round matchups and predict who will win. We don't have to do a full bracket because it's not the playoff
No,
time,
no,
but
we
we'll
won't
just
go-
go
yeah.
through the first
First
round
round.
matchups.
Yeah, first round.
We'll just do the top 8 seeds who will
Oh,
actually-
you skipping the play-in? Wow.
we could do
play-
if
we
you
can do
want
the
to do
play-in.
the
I
play,
think
we
we
should
should
do
do
the
the
play.
Let's talk about
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I
You
think
gotta
we
have
should
the
do
play-in.
play-in.
You gotta. It's a part
All
of
right,
the
let's
playoffs.
do the
Agreed.
plan. Let's start out east. So 7 through 10 is currently the Knicks, Hawks, Wizards, and Bulls.
Give me
So
a
nine.
Knicks.
Who's 9 and 10?
The Wizards and the Bulls.
The
Wizards.
Bulls win.
Bulls.
Comfortably.
Bulls win. I agree.
Bulls
I
win.
think the Bulls win that game. Yes, bro, Knicks Hawks in the play-in. Oh my god,
We're there.
Honestly,
Right.
I think it's in
itself.
Atlanta.
I have the
We're
Hawks.
going to Atlanta.
Oh,
You have the
yeah,
Hawks?
1000%.
Knicks, Hawks. I have the Hawks as well.
The
Oh,
Hawks
man.
only because they have the
Alright.
best player in the series.
Honestly,
It's
yeah.
not a
I
series.
think
It's a
Or the
game.
if it's a
game, whatever.
one-game
It's a
thing,
fucking
I
game.
think
I
Training-
think the Hawks win it, but then I
Yeah.
think the Knicks beat the Bulls in the second.
I agree too. I think the Hawks win that, but the Knicks beat the Bulls
Yeah.
I
in
definitely
the Garden.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, Chris. We won't make the playoffs.
yeah, no, I agree. I had the Bulls as the 11th seed going into the season. I think we fucking suck.
No,
I think
yeah,
the
we're
Bulls are
actually
awful, bro.
dog shit.
Yeah,
So-
Actually, dog shit.
So we're all in agreement to have the Knicks as an 8th seed, Hawks 7th seed, so they both make the playoffs.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
it's just
Shout out the Wizards.
so what? No,
Yeah.
no, they're fucking garbage.
Fuck the Wizards.
And then-
It's so crazy. You have Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan and
your ass.
Vucevic and your ass.
Yeah.
bro.
Your ass.
No, they are dog.
I know. I know. It's
They
hard
just,
to watch.
just said the other day, Alex Caruso's in touch with pissed me off so bad.
Bro, do you
Like-
want them to sell like really bad, right?
I wanted them to sell 2 months ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with
We're
that.
losing to bad teams. We blew a 21-point lead to the Pacers.
Bro, it makes no sense how you guys beat good teams and then lose to all the shit teams in the NBA.
No discipline.
No sense at all.
No
And we
discipline,
re-signed
coaching.
Billy Donovan without telling the fan base.
Bro,
Yep.
that shit got me so mad. That makes no. I've never seen that before.
Never.
A coach get extended for a 2-month period before anyone says anything about it. Makes no.
He
I've never
didn't
seen
even
that.
do anything.
He hasn't done shit.
He's so garbage, bro. He's such an ass coach. Hate to say it, but he is. All right, so what's next? What we got?
So
So that sets up a pretty nice first round matchup.
yeah, so the 1-8 would be the Celtics versus the Knicks.
Give me the
Okay.
Celtics
All
in
right.
2.
Give me the Celtics
think
in
I'm gonna-
literally 4 games, and I think 2 of them will be close.
Celtics and Knicks?
Yeah,
I'll give them 1. Give me 5 games. I'll take Celtics.
Really?
Those are always good games. The Celtics.
they do.
and
We do
Knicks.
play them really
Yeah, I'll
well.
go Celtics.
I think the Knicks win 1 at home. So I'll say give me
I
Celtics.
think it's nice.
Celtics in
Yeah.
6.
Deadpool said in the chat, Trunks has been a Knicks fan for too long. He's falling in love with mid.
My whole life,
Yeah.
Deadpool. My whole life.
Falling in love with mid.
All right, so next up we got the Bucks versus the Hawks, a rematch of the conference finals.
I'm
think the
easily
Bucks-
taking the
Yeah,
Bucks.
yeah, give
I
me
think
the
the
Bucks.
Bucks in 5. I think the
Bucks in
Bucks in 5.
Bex in 5.
Bucks and 5.
think
I
Bucks
agree.
in 4.
Bex, you said Bex in
The
5.
Bex
Nice.
in 5.
I think the Hawks
bacon,
win
egg,
that
and
game.
cheese in
I'm
5.
Hungry
down
boy,
for
huh?
a bacon, egg, and cheese right now.
Yeah, we have Bex after this?
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, so next up the 3-6. This could be an interesting one. I think we're all going to agree though. The Sixers versus the Heat. I have Sixers and 6.
I have
Sixers and
Sixers
6 sounds cool.
I have Sixers in 5. I don't think it'd be that close, honestly.
Unless the Heat make a deal.
Unless they make a deal with the deadline, yes, I could. That's a big difference, but I just don't see it with the Heat right now, honestly. Bam and
Neither do
Jimmy,
I.
cool. Yeah, Tyler's good. But I just, bro,
They've
I
definitely
don't know,
been
man.
better as time's gone on this
Yeah.
season.
For sure. Yes, I
Bam-
said they would.
Bam
I said they
looked
would.
awesome. Yes.
Bam-
I'll go Sixers
No.
and 7. I'll go Sixers and 7.
7.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
The
That's
Heat
fair.
always they're so
Playoff Jimmy Butler.
They're always well prepared in the playoffs.
yeah, they always play teams so well. So I'll go Sixers and 7.
and
It's just
then
tough.
4-5 Nets Cavs.
Ooh, I'll take the Nets in 6.
Take the Nets in 5. I thought the Cavs were going to the ECF, Irv.
But you have to understand when I said that. I said everything. I made it very specific. Like shit has to happen. Like perfect situations. Like they have to not play other teams to go there.
They have to not play a game and just enter themselves.
Yeah, for them to like go to the ECF, they would have to be like a 3rd, 4th seed
Yes,
and play a
I
bad
do-
team.
I
and then-
definitely get what you're
I'm
saying.
gonna say Nets in 6.
That's in 6.
I would take Nets in 6
I'm
as
going
well.
Nets in 7.
If they play Philly though, I'd take the Cavs.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I
Wow.
would say
I do not trust Doc Rivers. I love the interior defense of Cleveland. And at this point in time, I trust Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs more than most guys on Philly.
Yeah,
Fair
I
enough.
just
That's
I
fair.
just think it's tough because I mean, look, I think realistically Philly should keep Tyrese Maxey off the bench. Maybe that's a crazy statement, and I don't know if you guys agree with that.
No, I don't think
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
But
he's
I-
been awesome off the
With
bench.
D'Anthony
running
Melton
that
in the
second
starting
unit.
5, it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you keep Tobias Harris with Tyrese Maxey off the bench.
Because
Look, bro,
there's
Sixers
not
are fucking
there's not enough
scary.
basketball to go around with Max in the starting lineup. Max needs the ball in his hands. Harden needs the ball in his hands to make plays.
Yes,
and
I
Embiid
agree.
needs the ball in his hands. So Maxey running that second unit for them is just what they need.
And he gets to push the pace and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's what I got.
Do
for
we
that.
want to like go through?
Honestly,
the whole
I
thing?
genuinely, part of me does
Fuck
want
now,
to do the
now
rest.
that we're yeah.
Part of me
We
does
here,
want to do the whole
as
thing.
Julius
All right,
Randle once
fuck it.
said.
We'll go through it then. So the next round we would have the South. So we had all
Celtics,
the
Nets.
top 4 seeds.
Yes,
okay?
which is not surprising.
Yeah. Celtics, Nets. I'm taking the Nets in 6.
I'm taking
I'm gonna go Celtics in. I'm gonna go Celtics in 5.
I'm going
Mm.
Celtics in 7.
Yeah,
Celtics in 7.
Also taking Celtics, but
I'm Celtics
I'm
in
gonna go
6.
6. Yeah.
You know what? No,
Uh,
give me Nets in 7.
Thank you,
I wanna
John.
go Nets.
I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's a toss up. I said
Celtics
7.
they own Brooklyn. Own Brooklyn.
They're up by, they're up
Yeah,
by
I mean,
30
that
during the
was-
game.
There was a stat where
rough-
like they've beaten them
A rough
10 times?
performance the
10
other
times?
night.
10 times in a row. I
Uh-huh.
think now.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that,
Yeah.
bro. It's
Yeah.
wild.
No, that was really rough the other night.
Bro, that was
Look, they didn't have
insane.
KD.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I
did not have
just-
Kevin Durant, but 40 points.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
they went
40
8. They
points.
went 8 for
It's
8
Kevin
from
You're,
Durant,
three.
you're
bro.
supposed to be professional basketball players. 40 points.
I think the Nets, just out of all the teams in the East, the Nets match up with the Celtics the best in terms of having all of these switchable guys who you could, all these wings and length who could shoot. And with Nick Claxton's emergence,
Nick
bro,
Claxton
like,
is fantastic.
like the Nets are a legit defense. So obviously you're never gonna stop Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
I saw
but
that they were
Oh, no,
doing they were doing Nick Claxton or this center, and I forgot some of the names that you guys were mentioning in that. You guys are picking Nick Claxton over a lot of names there.
Who?
You guys are doing the Nick Claxton or someone else, and I
You know what I'm
forgot.
saying? Who's one you're not liking?
Oh my god! I gotta think, bro. I was watching it yesterday. I don't even remember. I'd have to pull it up, but continue. Yeah, continue what we were saying, and then I'll go with this.
yeah, no, I just think the Nets match up. If any team's gonna beat the Celtics this year, I think
it
it's
could
the
be
Nets.
the Nets. Yeah, I agree with that.
I think they're the only. Honestly, I think they're the only team who really. I mean, like the Bucks are the Bucks, but
I played that way too loud. Jared Allen or Nick Claxton?
Jared,
Yo,
Nick,
no, bro.
Nick.
No.
I'm saying no.
Come on.
No on that, bro.
Riv.
Why?
You and Joel
Why?
said
What do
Nick.
you mean why?
Yeah, Nick is a better player than Allen. Wow.
I don't agree with that, bro.
He's a better playmaker. He's a better 1 through 5 defender. He's just as good as a rim protector.
When you say playmaker, though, I mean
They're both negligible.
like
You know what,
I mean, I
actually-
guess a little bit.
actually, Riv,
You
you just
could say.
convinced me. I take
I think it's
I
close.
take Claxton over Allen just
taking
because
JA.
of Claxton's switchability. I think, like you said, they're very
That
similar
would-
in terms
yes.
of rim protection and stuff like that. But Claxton's clears in terms of being able to step out in the pick and roll.
That
So
would be the
I take
only
Claxton.
thing. Yes, that would be the only reason
It's a
I would
great
give
point you
for
made.
Claxton. But I think Jared Allen's one of the best rebounders in the league too.
Jared Allen is nice as shit. It was tough for me. It was really tough.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
That's difficult. That one's definitely difficult.
Claxton's definitely having his breakout year.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
It's nice to see that too. Like they needed a big man, and Claxton emerged as
Needed
that
it really
guy.
did.
Especially
So,
with
worst
the
way.
other dude struggling.
yes,
He who shall not be named,
yes,
Mr.
Mr. Sim. Mr. Sim.
I can't believe
You don't
they
even deserve to
fucking-
be spoken about, bro. It
they
actually
they
pisses
traded
me
for that
off.
man, and they're still
Ben
good.
Simmons.
So confused.
Ben Simmons.
Oh, he sucks.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's we didn't want to. There's
That
no reason
man
to
is
name him, bro. He doesn't-
garbage.
He's atrocious.
Yeah, he's so bad.
But
bro.
next
That's
up, we
so
have
rough.
the Bucks Sixers. This is a
Bucks
tough
and
one.
6.
I'm going Sixers and 6.
I think Joel's done with the shit. He's done. He's taken over.
Oh,
Sixers
Oh,
in 7.
I'm taking the Milwaukee Bucks, and I'm taking them in 7 games. Also, Robert Williams or Nick Claxton, because you guys did this one as well.
Nick Claxton.
Robert
Claxton.
Williams and Nick
I'd
Claxton.
probably go Claxton.
No, Claxton easily, by the way.
See, but you're talking about switchability and playmaking. You
Claxton's
mentioned
better than
playmaking.
all of those.
No, he's not. Robert Williams is a good passing big.
He
Robert
is.
Williams is a good
You know,
passing big.
I
Robert-
like Claxton. Okay, so here's the thing with Rob Will, right? Like Rob, and I don't know if it was the injury or like he's always hurt, so it's like
He is
tough
always hurt.
to gauge what. But like, I really truly feel like you cannot abuse Claxton like you did Rob Will and Al Horford in the playoffs the way Steph did. I'll be completely honest with you. In the switch, I feel like Claxton is more mobile. He's a lot quicker on his feet. He's able to stay with guards better. And then he's bigger than Rob Will. So he's longer, he's lengthier.
He's taller. Yeah, he's taller.
Yeah, so
He's
it's like
it's tough.
Claxton's
Rob,
feet definitely move better.
but Rob is very good on the perimeter as well. I mean, he's especially for a big man, obviously, but
yeah.
he's also really good on the perimeter when he gets switched on to guards and wings. Like he holds his own. Obviously, it's
I
not.
just think that what Claxton is doing in Brooklyn, like they don't have 4 All-NBA defenders or 3 All-NBA defenders. And he's holding down Brooklyn's defense. Like he is the backbone.
To be fair, Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons. Kevin Durant has had the best defensive season of his career
Yeah.
when healthy. Ben Simmons is obviously still, if there's one thing he does well, it's
Still
defend.
good on defense, but like Boston has Smart, Brown, Tatum.
Yes.
Then he put in Grant Williams.
Derek
Then he
White.
put in Al Horford.
Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon.
They don't have
now,
a guy in their rotation who's a bad
defender. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
The Nets are going out there with Kyrie, Seth Curry, Joe Harris.
Like he has to I look at Claxton's case the same way I look at Bam Adebayo. They have to account for like 2-3 guys on the court on defense every single play.
No, that's fair.
That's true.
That's definitely fair.
no, yeah.
I'd
I
take
would agree.
Claxton over Rob Will too.
I get it. No, I get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's close though. I
But-
love Rob Will.
For the
He's good.
Bucks Sixers, as things stand right now, I would take the Sixers in 7 in like a 2-point game in game 7.
Yeah.
just because I haven't seen Chris Middleton healthy this year.
I'm gonna go Sixers and 6. I've been very high on the Sixers all year. I'm gonna ride.
I don't think the Sixers, if they do happen to lose in the playoffs, I don't think it's going to be this super like disappointing. Someone didn't show up loss. I
Mhm.
think if they lose, they're just gonna
They
Get out.
beat.
They're just
I
gonna get
think
beat.
they
this
simply
is-
just got beat.
This is like the easiest playoff run for James Harden, if that makes sense. Like he doesn't have to do that much. He doesn't have to do what he was asked to do in Houston. So if James Harden collapses here,
But then it's bad.
He's a
Then
fraud
it's bad.
because he doesn't have to shoot as much as he wasn't. He has to facilitate. He has to get the ball down low to Embiid in the post, and he has to give you 20 points, which James Harden does 20 points in his sleep.
Yeah, and I mean, shout out to Tobias Harris for accepting his role and playing it to the best of his abilities this season too.
My boy
I mean,
had no
that's a
choice.
very
Yeah.
good team come playoff time, bro. Like 4 guys offensively that can actually take over a game in a way. So that
I don't know if Tobias Harris is taking over again.
I mean, yeah, but Toby could give you 30.
Yeah.
Toby could give you 30 plus. So
So what was
Tobias Harris,
They give you what?
he could give you 30.
Now be serious.
Bro. Okay, stop. We're acting
is-
like
yeah,
you didn't.
anyone, bro? Mo Williams dropped 52.
Okay, but like
Mo
but
Williams.
Tobias Harris can average 20 in a fucking playoff series.
Oh yeah, I mean he's just so mid. Like it's like all right, you know.
I
yeah.
like Toby. Toby's cool.
Yeah.
He
He's
does
just-
his
So
job.
what
He's
we
just
have? You had the
overpaid.
Sixers. I had the
Yes.
Sixers. Ortiz had the Sixers. You had the
Sixers.
so
I
the
had the
Sixers
Bucks.
and Riv had the Bucks.
Yes,
it's a 4-2
we had
here,
the
So we
Bucks.
have the Sixers.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Bucks, man. But I
Yeah.
have Boston going to the finals. I ain't
Yeah, I was
changing.
gonna say we have Celtics versus the Sixers and the
Celtics in 6.
I also don't think the Bucks make a change here. By the way, I mean I think they do make a change. I think they make a big trade. I think Jay Crowder's coming to the Bucks. That's what I meant to say. But
Give me
Celtics Sixers.
Sixers and 6.
I'm taking the Celtics in 6. I think, like I said before, I think the only team who really could do it to the Celtics is the Nets.
I think if there's anyone built to defend the Sixers, it's the Celtics. So yeah, I mean I'd go with the season in 6.
Sixers and 6.
Hey, there we go.
Damn, bro.
Bucks in 6.
Well, yeah, I agree. Bucks in 6 in this case. In our cases, I'm taking the Bucks in the finals.
I don't know. It's just, I think you're right. I think Joel Embiid
Oh,
is
wait,
finally
wait.
done with the shit.
Wait. Who are the Bucks playing?
No,
Well, in
it's
our
Celtics
case-
Sixers.
Oh, I have Boston. I have Boston in our
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
I have Boston.
Yeah. In our case, we'd have the Bucks in Boston, but in their case, they have the Sixers.
I'm
so-
gonna have the six.
Consensus?
I thought we were. Yeah, I thought
No,
we were.
no. I mean, yeah, we did
So, yeah.
consensus, but we also just said who we would have personally. So
Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
just
I have the
So we have
Sixers and
the
7.
Celtics winning the East.
yes, in
Yeah.
this
Right.
case, you guys, yeah.
Okay.
I have the Bucks.
That's
The
fun.
Bucks,
nice.
I
Not sick
The
for
Bucks are like, the Bucks are weird, man. It's really just
They're
relying,
very weird.
it's relying on Middleton. Middleton is a healthier.
It all depends
Middleton
on
will figure it out by playoffs. I think.
It all depends on him.
So
Yeah.
it does all depend on him. So and Brooke has been
Yeah.
really good this year. So,
So out west, this should be fun. The play-in as of right now is the Suns, Jazz as the 7-8 seeds, and then the Warriors and the Pelicans as the 9 and 10.
Wow.
Jesus
Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it.
I'm not
Yeah.
overthinking it. I'm
yo,
taking
right
the Warriors.
now that sucks because like if the Pelicans,
I
were
can't
to
believe the
miss
Pelicans
playoffs,
dropped down.
I
They were
know.
the 3 seed.
Bro,
They
they're
are-
under
They
500.
are literally without Zion a lottery team.
Yes.
Bi is back. He's been back for like 4 or 5
He
years.
didn't look good.
He has not looked
Does
good. They're
not
a lot.
look good.
Yeah, they lost 10 in a row.
Yeah,
I'll take the Warriors comfortably. They win the play-in. Y'all know
Yes.
me up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree. I agree.
I agree.
I think the Pelicans missed the play-in altogether. I think they move up into the playoffs. I
Who's
think
the
the Warriors.
7-8? Who's the 7-8 spot?
Suns, Jazz.
Taking Suns.
Taking the Suns also.
I'll take Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Taking the Suns
I think
there
you
too.
have
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
And then
D-Book's healthy.
Jazz
Gotta
versus the
Jazz,
Warriors. I'm
Warriors,
taking the
Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine the Jazz beat the Warriors in a play-in and the
I'll
Warriors.
kill
miss the
myself.
playoffs.
Please don't put that in
The Warriors missed the
If
play-
Steph loses to the Jazz, I'm going into like hibernation.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not here and deal with
That
it.
would be one of the funniest basketball
It'd
moments.
be in Utah too. That'd be a high hostile environment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Utah's fans are crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd
they're all-
be loud in there.
They go insane.
Yeah. So this is interesting now. Our 1-8 matchup would be the Nuggets versus the Warriors.
Jeez.
I already know where y'all want to go with this, and don't
Yeah,
do it.
I
Just
do.
don't
Give
do
me
it.
the fucking Warriors.
No, bro.
Give it to me.
No.
We're here, D. We're here.
Let's go.
Give me
Let's
the
go.
Warriors.
Let's go Warriors. Come on.
Strength in numbers.
Warriors in
Back
6.
to
I'll-
back.
Strength in
I'll
numbers.
be honest though, this is actually the matchup I'm trying to avoid for the Warriors. I don't
Yeah,
want to put
that's
Denver in the first round,
Worst
but
case,
realistically, I think Denver beats them in 6.
Yeah, I think Denver in 5.
I'm still sticking.
All right.
I don't think it's a bad
That's that.
matchup. Like they've beaten them
Denver in 6. Denver in 6.
in the past.
I mean, the West is, as we know,
You know?
super competitive. There's 8 teams that
Denver's
can win it.
healthy now.
I know.
Yes, Denver is healthy now, and they're gonna make a trade. It seems like Bones Highland is gone. He's
See
all but
Bones.
gone. It seems like so.
Yeah, I'd take Denver. It pains me at the end of an
Yeah,
era.
I'll take the Nuggets in 7
I'll take 6 for the
in like a
Nuggets.
triple overtime game.
That's
7.
crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Finished by
Will there be
Jamal Murray
overtime?
full court
Yes,
game
3.
winner.
Yeah, that would be a heck of a series. So
All right,
Yeah.
what's the 2-3?
The
the
2-7, you mean?
The
Grizzlies
2-3.
versus the
So-
Suns.
Grizzlies,
Suns.
Grizzlies,
Give me the
Packers
Grizzlies.
in
Yo,
5.
Give me the Grizzlies in
Fucking
5.
Miss
Yeah.
me with all that shit. Suns get Devin Booker back. Grizzlies are fucking fraudulent. Suns
Oh
beat
my
the
God.
Grizzlies.
Suns aren't fraudulent.
What?
The Suns aren't
When
fraudulent.
they have Devin Booker, they're not fraudulent. They're
Yeah,
less
bro.
fraudulent.
I think they're both fraudulent.
I think they beat the
I
Grizzlies.
I think
I think
Grizzlies
they
in
beat
5.
the Grizzlies in 7.
I'll also go Grizzlies in 5.
I'll go Grizzlies in
Suns
5
in
too.
7.
Grizzlies in 7. It's gonna.
The
That would be a
Grizzlies
really good
pack-
series.
Yeah.
The
I
shit
don't
out of
think it'll be that good of a series. I think
Nah,
I think
bro.
the
I think,
Grizzlies.
yeah,
I think the Grizzlies
are gonna
like
dominate.
yeah.
them.
I think the Grizzlies show why the fuck they're the 2 seed right now. And
No.
First
Sure,
of all, Chris
they're
Paul,
Yeah,
is,
but I think the Grizzlies have shown in the past couple weeks.
What happened, Rip?
Chris Paul is cooked spaghetti.
Yeah.
They're gonna double team.
Spaghetti.
They're gonna double team Devin Booker.
All right. It's
Dylan
it's
Brooks.
worse than Cook, bro. It's burnt. It's
If
burnt.
Jared Jackson can guard DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Dean,
know.
what
man.
were you
It's
saying
tough.
about the
Nah,
Grizzlies?
I think I could guard
DeAndre
DeAndre.
Ayton isn't good.
I
mean?
like it.
I asked if he was a bust the other day. I agree with you.
I don't think
I
he's good
agree
at
with you, Rip.
basketball,
I
man.
retweeted that shit.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
just
most
bad at
definitely a
basketball.
bust.
He's the #1 pick and he's dog shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's garbage.
Yeah,
but-
but Dean was about to say he thinks the Grizzlies have shown the past few weeks
that they have clear, holes and problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
well, Steven, everyone says they're whatever their record is since the Shannon Sharp incident. That's also when Steven Adams went out with injury.
Yeah,
so I
every
think
team, every team goes through their little
yeah,
situation in the season.
Yes. And Steven Adams is very
Very
important.
important.
To that
Steven
team.
Adams,
Very
yeah,
important
he's
to that. team.
integral to that offense.
Yeah. I mean, in general, just holding it down low and
One of the
making sure
best rim
Jackson,
protectors, yeah.
making sure Jaren
Paint
can
defector.
be
Cook.
can be what he
Yeah.
is on defense.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but I think the Grizzlies honestly make easy work of them.
Mhm. I agree.
I don't know, man. I'd take it.
The
Phoenix in
Grizzlies
7.
have the bodies to obviously no one's stopping Devin Booker, but they have the bodies to give Devin Booker a run for his
yeah,
money,
especially,
and then
especially fucking piece of shit Dylan Brooks.
right, we could say what we want to say about Dylan Brooks, but he's going to give your
He's a
star
very
player
good defender, man.
headaches.
good at what he
He's a
does.
very
He's
good
good at what he
defender.
does.
The Suns
man.
need to get
And-
DeAndre Ayton going and involved and
No, it's not even
motivated.
getting him involved.
No,
he
they-
just
they-
plays like a fucking.
They got to
bitch.
get him going somewhere else. That's
He's fucking
Yeah.
7'1",
They need to
and
get him
everything
bought
is a,
in.
Yeah.
everything is a turnaround fucking jumper or a post hook.
he
Like,
doesn't wanna
bro,
be
be
there,
fucking
you know,
aggressive.
just
I
make
think
a
he's gonna
trade.
get traded.
I
Yeah,
will
just make a
say
trade,
though,
get him
Pisses
out of
me
there.
off, man.
Asking Ayton to be aggressive is like asking me to make the NBA. It's just not possible.
I will say
No,
though, over the
literally,
past
bro.
few years, though, DeAndre Ayton, for the most part, has turned it up come playoff time.
Yeah, you know what it is? Unfortunately he was the #1 pick. So the expectations stink. But he is still he's a good basketball player. Like, if he was like a top 15, 20 pick, it would be fine. Like what he is fine. He'd be a good
Even if
player.
he was a lottery pick, yeah, you'd still
Yeah,
think
you'd be like, all right, he's a good player, but he's
Yeah,
the #1 pick. And it's like,
ahead of
Luka and Trey.
Luka and Trey.
Who else was in that shit? Simon
Trey,
Jaren.
Simons was in that draft.
was in that.
Aaron was
Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, Bagley stinks. Oh my god.
That man's monster.
At
I
least
had
they
him as
got him
my-
right over
I
Marvin.
had him as my most improved candidate in the beginning of the season.
Oh, geez. Wait, you had him as the winner or no?
I think he was an honorable mention.
Yeah, okay.
so
Yeah,
what
he's hurt,
we
so-
consensus we have the
Yeah.
Grizzlies.
You guys have the
moving on?
Grizzlies
Consensus.
I had the
yes.
Suns.
I have the Suns as well.
I have the Suns. Yeah.
All right,
So-
next up, this is an interesting one too. The West is going to be crazy. The
Yeah.
West playoffs. Oh my god, 3-seed Kings versus 6-seed Timberwolves.
Yo, shout out to T-Wolves for being a lot better recently.
Give me the King.
Wolves. They won't finish
We-
6th seed.
Yeah. Give me
Warriors would
give
get
me
there.
the Kings in 6.
Kings and 6.
Kings in 5.
Ooh.
It's actually a tough
Kings,
one.
T-Wolves.
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh,
I'm
Kings.
taking the Timberwolves.
I think it's interesting because we've never seen the Kings core in the playoffs together, and Fox has never been there. And then Sabonis, and when he was there, he was coming off the bench, so it doesn't really count. And then with Minnesota, we've seen him collapse like 4 out of the 6 games last year. So it's lack of experience versus lack of discipline.
And it's also the Timberwolves collapsed last year, and they also added a guy who
Collapsed.
around the league is known as a guy who
Mhm.
can't be played in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
Rudy Gobert is going to lose them that series.
I think this matchup for him, he can play in because they
I
have
agree.
Sabonis.
Because the
Yeah.
bonus,
Sabonis.
yes, absolutely.
He
That's
will be
exactly why.
far more effective.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Timberwolves in 6.
That's what I said. I said T-Wolves in 6. I like the Kings, bro, but
Trump,
you're
what did
still
you
a
say?
few defenders
I'm
away,
giving it
man.
6.
No, they are a lot of defenders away.
Yeah.
So it's Kings consensus.
I just
Dean said King.
it's so tough with the Timberwolves because what are they gonna look like
It
when
is.
Cat comes back?
Yeah.
you
That's
know?
my question for them too. Yes, because they've kind of started figuring it out with Anthony Edwards just being
Right.
the guy.
Like
and then,
where does Cat fit in? Like
And
is
Ant was not playing good when Cat was healthy.
No,
I'ma
when
be honest,
when they had their big 3,
I
Anthony
think
Edwards wasn't.
wasn't no
he was not. He was
no
not
he
playing
wasn't
good.
effective at all.
No.
he didn't. We were worried because
And
I said it at
that's
the
what I
beginning
was
of the year.
saying. I
Yes.
said with Rudy Gobert on the floor, it takes away from it. I mean, not Rudy Gobert in specific, but with Cat too. Just that entire scheme
It
takes away
takes
from
away,
Anthony
yeah.
Edwards.
it's very interesting though because the Timberwolves have been so much better as of late, and then you look at all right, they might need this to really whatever this is to take them over the top, and I don't know if you guys agree, but in my opinion, it is not Karl Anthony Towns' skill set.
No,
If that makes
no,
sense.
I agree.
Like what Karl Anthony Towns brings to the table is not what's gonna put the Timberwolves team over the top.
I agree.
You know,
I-
Chris, I feel like you be reading my mind and shit when say things because I've been saying Cat is not that guy for like 2-3 years, bro. His skill set is cool. It's nice. He can
I
shoot
think
the
he's a
ball.
really good
No, I was
player.
about to say, I think-
just in terms of this Timberwolves. I mean, I said it from the beginning. What the fuck are you doing? You have two centers. It was never gonna work. So it's like
not in this NBA. The same thing.
so you're playing well with Rudy in there, with Anthony Edwards in there. What the fuck is adding another center? And Nas Reed has been fucking all world.
Bowling.
Nas
So
Reed's
it's like,
better than
what
Rudy
is-
Gobert.
Been bowling.
What is adding another center who really can't guard shit gonna do for you? Like it's not gonna raise your ceiling by any means.
I was very high on the T-Wolves coming into the season to my own detriment, obviously.
too.
But I thought it would win
Idiots.
regular season games. At the bare minimum,
Fools.
I thought it would win regular season games. I never said it would win them playoff series. I said it would win them regular season games. Obviously, it hasn't even done that. But I think the perfect guy, I don't think D'Lo, he's been very good, I must say, recently especially. I think he's shooting 41% since the start of December from 3.
He's mid, bro.
But I think the perfect fit at point guard with this team right now is Mike Conley, oddly
Yeah.
enough. I think Mike Conley would be a –
Also,
what happened?
Tyus Jones also.
Tyus Jones is another guy.
I was
yes.
watching I didn't watch the full game when they played the Warriors the other night and when it went to overtime. And on my Twitter, it was like, oh, D'Lo's cooking right now. So I turned the game on. I watched like the last 3 minutes of the game in overtime. Man, D'Lo looked fucking god awful. He wasn't on shit, missing shots, turning the ball over.
No, he's overrated. Some people in the fucking
What do you mean he's cooking?
in the media
I
think
love
he's
D'Lo.
like really good.
Cooking.
I
He's
know
cooking
he,
raw.
Yo,
he's
y'all,
great.
you
but
guys
I
are
love
so
him.
stuck on the fact that like that Boston Nets team, like Boston
Boston
team.
Nets, mega,
Wow.
mega team.
Wow.
That's a new one.
Brooklyn Nets team made the fucking playoffs when D'Lo, quote unquote, carried.
And
Nah,
that's-
they
that's-
got
and that's
carried
what
by
I'll-
Jared
That's what
Dudley.
I'll remember him for.
He
Jared
didn't
Dudley.
carry shit.
Jared Dudley is the
Bro,
reason
he
they were in
was
He was
really
really good that
Stop
season.
that.
He didn't
He had,
carry
he had
them.
ice in his veins.
They had Dinwiddie, Levert, Allen,
Yes,
D'Lo.
They had a really good team.
they had a
Joe
around.
solid
Harris.
squad there. They
It
had a
was
very solid squad there. Like
Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley, brother. I'm telling you. He
Jared
had that
Dudley.
dog.
honestly, Spencer Dinwiddie might have had his torn ACL that season.
Spencer did he?
No, I
And
thought it was
then-
the year after. I think.
It was the year after
Was it?
because he
think
was going to
so.
be a
I think
free
Karras got hurt.
Karras
Karras
was
got hurt.
hurt,
He was out
yeah.
for much of the season.
Harris always gets hurt.
Karras is always injured, so you could just say that, and you're probably right. But yeah,
Yeah, I
obviously,
think
I'm taking T-Wolves personally.
the Kings just their ability to get up and down the court. I think it'll just
Mhm.
be too much for the
Yeah, I
Timberwolves
think
over a
fair.
series.
Just the offensive five.
That should be a fun series. So
Did we
because
get outvoted? Because I picked Tim's. Did we get outvoted?
You got outvoted again.
Wait.
Wait. Time
No,
out.
it's 3-3.
Wait, you had Timberwolves?
No,
Kings.
oh, you had Kings. I
You
thought
had Kings.
Timberwolves.
You had
Okay,
Kings.
yeah,
Kings.
Kings good.
Yeah,
Kings
Oh
good.
yeah, me and Riv got outvoted. Again.
That should be
Kings are
if
good.
that
At least
was
we're on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Kings could go. I ain't
Yeah.
if
mad.
that was to be the first round series, so that would be really interesting because it's
Honestly,
two
it'd be a
teams
fun
who we
one.
really
You know,
haven't.
I want the
seen.
Kings. I want the Kings to play the Warriors. I think that'd be the best first round.
That would be
series.
a 6 series.
I think that one.
No, I'm taking the over for every single
I
game.
just want to see the Kings get like 2 more good perimeter defenders, and I'll be like very happy. And think they're legit. Jayshawn Tate would be a good one. If you could trade everything for OG,
not everything.
Fuck
OG
it.
should be the guy they should get.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it fits perfectly. I mean, he doesn't need
Yeah.
the ball in his hands. He's a perfect fit there.
Yeah, but the 4-5, a classic playoff matchup.
The rivalry.
The Mavs Clippers taking the Mavs in 5.
Luka
Easy
would
win.
never beat Kawhi. That's how I'm standing on that.
Until this year.
Bro,
Luka would never beat Kawhi. And his team is worse than what it's been. They are garbage without him.
I'm gonna be honest. If there was any year that Luka would beat them, this is the year. But I'm taking the Clippers in 7.
I'll take the Clippers in 6.
I know. I get it. Luka's the best player in that series. Yes.
I just think it's Luka Doncic.
I think he can have 55 to 60 points. They'll allow him to do it, but they're
I
going to
think
have
Christian Wood also gives the Clippers a little bit of problems.
Porzingis did.
Yeah,
Porzingis
that's
did
what I'm
back in those
saying.
series.
I think-
Porzingis was mid.
because Zubac
Porzingis was
obviously
solid in those series.
can't really keep up with Christian Wood on the perimeter, and then the other guys, as it stands right now on the Clippers roster, the other guys are kind
I'll
of.
be honest with you. I think they're going to go small ball with Christian Wood.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and I don't
If
think
you're
you have to
wings-
worry. I personally think that the Clippers should get Jared Vanderbilt, but I think every team in the NBA should get Jared Vanderbilt. But I don't know. Like, I get it. Yes. Who's your answer when you have Christian Wood at the 5 for the Clippers? Who's your answer? It's not Zubac because you can't do that.
It would probably have to be.
It's probably going to be
Rocco.
Robert Covington, is what I was going to say. Yeah, it's probably going to be Robert
PG
Covington.
has been really good at the 5 this year because he's a better rebounder. They'll probably put Morris at the 5.
You could even play Kawhi at the 5.
Kawhi is going to eventually have to take
Play some small ball role. Yeah, small ball.
Kawhi's eventually going to have to step up, take Luka and shit.
Take Luka. Yeah, he did it in the fourth quarter of those games usually.
But you just realistically, Ty Lue, what he does is he gasses Luka out. He has those 40 balls. It's cool. And then he in the fourth quarter he becomes less efficient, and then he bada boom, bada bing. Now you have to rely on the other guys, and the other guys suck.
Exactly. You're not giving the ball to fucking Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, Spencer Dinwiddie's been good. Yes, I will give
It's
credit
been
where
really
it's
good
due.
recently.
He has, especially when Luka doesn't play. Dinwiddie's
Reggie Bullock's turned the
Fucking
corner
nice.
a little bit.
Reggie Bullock's
Yeah.
hitting shots. Yes, Dorian's been
I think-
a really good defender for them this season.
I really do think the Mavericks, they're not this great roster, but I think I think the supporting cast is slightly underrated. I think they're not as god awful as
I
everyone
don't know,
makes them.
man.
I think they're definitely a lottery team without Luka Doncic, but I think that could be said for a lot of.
They're the worst team in the
Yeah.
league
I
without
think that
Luka
could be
Doncic.
said for a lot of teams without their star player. So
I guess.
I think as a whole, Christian Wood's been good for them this year. He's injured right now. Dinwiddie's been better as the season's gone on. Bullock's been better as the season's gone on. Tim Hardaway Jr. has been up and down, kind of down right now
Yeah.
from where he was a few months ago. But Dorian Finney-Smith just got back from injury. He had a great game the other night. Josh Green just got back from injury.
Yes.
He's been great for them. So
I don't know.
they have some guys, man.
I'm personally taking the Clips in 7. That's just me though. I don't know what the consensus here is going to be. I have a feeling it's going to be the Mavs, but it's going to be the Mavs. I promise you that.
We're about to get voted out again.
Yes, we will, Riv. It
Because
happens.
of Sully's snorky
I
remarks.
hate to
Give me
do
the
it.
Mavs and give me the Mavs in 5. Fuck you. I was thinking about it, but now fuck you.
Clips
Thanks,
in
man.
7.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Now we're at least going to have a tie.
Tina comes down to you, brother.
Wow.
Fuck. Clippers and Mavs, man.
The
I
rivalry.
really gotta go with Luca.
Yeah, I figured.
I gotta go with Luca. And you know what?
So now we're even.
I would love to take the Clippers. I would love to see Kawhi and PG finally figure it out, finally break through that fucking second round of the playoffs, make it, it's
It
just
would've
not gonna
happened.
happen.
Well, they
2
went to the
years ago.
conference finals.
It would have happened 2 years ago had Kawhi not tore his ACL.
Well,
They
you-
would have won the chip.
A lot of what
I completely agree. Yes,
the
they would have.
Clippers, the Clippers are one of they need everything to go so
Yes, they do. No, they
perfectly
do,
in
for
terms
sure.
of health. It just never goes that way ever.
Well, because you have an injury-prone star.
Exactly. So for that reason, I think I'm just gonna stick with
For that
Luka.
reason,
So
I'm
how do
out.
we
Yeah.
Now
For
we're
that
tied.
reason, I'm out.
Yep.
how do we settle this?
I got this.
Do we ask
Sully.
Green?
What?
Yeah, ask her.
Yeah, Green. We got a question for you.
If the NBA
Yo.
playoffs started today and the Clippers were versing the Mavericks, who wins the series? You're the determining.
You
vote
are
right
the
now.
determining vote right now.
These Clippers in the Mavs. That's tough.
It's very tough.
That's
If I had
yeah.
to choose though, and both teams are healthy, I say,
Yes,
Everyone's
yeah,
healthy.
Yeah, everyone's healthy.
that's tough. I'm gonna have to go with the fucking Clips on that.
Yes.
There
There
it
we
is.
go,
There
my
it is.
guy. Yes, sir.
That's fair.
What a way to get a W.
That's huge. That is huge. Thank you, Green.
Thanks, Green.
Appreciate it.
All right, so we'll just go into the next series then. Nuggets Clippers.
The Nuggets win in
Nuggets.
5 or 6 games.
The two guys Sully dick rides. Who are you choosing, Sully?
These are my two.
Nuggets in 4.
These are my two. Yeah.
Nuggets
Whoa.
in 4 is
No,
crazy.
Nuggets in 5.
Whoa.
5.
Whoa.
5.
Okay.
5. All
All
right,
right.
5.
Yeah, I do dick ride both of them hard. I'm not gonna lie. Pause.
Relax.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Come on, man.
What the hell is going on?
Those are his boys.
But I will say I have to side with Jokic. I think he's the
Oh.
best player in the series. I think
He's
the
the
Nuggets,
best player in the league, man.
I agree with that statement as well. Me and River, we agree with we agree with a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna
You found
take
another guy that
Yeah. Sully got his third.
You can add him to the list right behind
Jokic,
Kawhi.
Jokic, Kawhi, and Riv.
Yo, you guys are way too much. But yeah, I'm taking the Nuggets. I'm taking the Nuggets in 7.
I'll take the Nuggets in 7 too.
I'll be honest, I don't think that shit gets to 7 games, man. The Nuggets will win in like 5 or 6.
Yeah. That Nuggets in 6 seems cool to me.
Nuggets in 6.
All right.
Wow.
This is an interesting, bro. Though I can't wait for the playoffs, man, because these series are gonna be insane.
Grizzlies in 6. I don't know who it is.
Kings.
Grizzlies.
Oh.
Oh,
So odd.
Hold on.
Five.
This is not interesting.
Five.
Grizzlies in 5. Grizzlies in 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grizzlies.
I
5 or
agree. I
6.
think the Grizzlies
Let's open
pack
on the
I
King
had
pack,
5, but I think it would like just
It
the
would be super
basketball
competitive.
watching it. Yeah, it would be interesting.
It would be
to
great
watch.
games to
I
watch.
had the Grizzlies losing, but in this series I have the Grizzlies.
Uh-huh.
I would have the
Yeah.
Suns. I would have the Suns beating the Kings in my personal bracket.
Well, no one cares about your bracket.
But
We're doing the
shut
consensus.
the fuck up. Fuck you. I'm definitely gonna take. I'm gonna take the Grizzlies in 5.
Grizzlies in 6.
All right. The
Grizzlies
Nuggets
won.
versus the Grizzlies in the Western
Nuggets.
Conference.
Give me the
Grizzlies in
Nuggets. Give me the
6.
Nuggets in 6.
Give
Nuggets
me the
in-
Grizzlies, man. I'm going the
Yes,
Grizzlies.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm taking the
Yeah,
Grizzlies
keep
too.
riding his dick now, Sully.
Nah, it's-
I'm a big job. I'm a big job guy.
Picking the
Big job
Nuggets,
guy.
Nuggets in 7.
Jaw's my guy. I gotta
I'll
go.
take the
with
Grizzlies in 7.
But it should be the Warriors, honestly. But
That's
yeah,
crazy.
Nuggets
Listen,
in 6.
Keep once the Warriors get back to top 6, we're going to the finals. Trust.
that's what I'm saying. I
Trust.
We're going to a game.
Wait,
they're
so
just as
what-
good as they were
are-
last
are we
year.
tied
Jonathan
again?
Kuminga
I ain't
joins,
playing. I ain't
joins
paying for
the,
that
The
shit.
Nuggets,
That's way too
Jones?
expensive.
You took the Nuggets too?
the Nuggets in 7. Yeah.
So,
Nuggets,
we're
Nuggets,
tied again.
Nuggets. We're
Ah,
tied
the door's
again.
closed.
Green.
hold on. Let me go knock.
Oh, I think he's. He may
Oh,
be
no.
mad.
Nah, he's on the game probably.
Ah, shit. He's
Yo,
playing
go
2K.
go get him. Fuck that. He's not on 2K.
Is anyone in this chat right now?
Deadpool.
Deadpool was. I don't know if he's still there. Go,
Come on,
just go get.
Deadpool.
Just go get him. We're gonna ask. I don't know,
Just
bro.
knock on his door,
the
bro.
Nuggets, man. It's the Nuggets. They're just
Oh,
better.
We have another one.
We have
for you.
another one. You gotta
got one more.
break this tiebreaker. Okay, so right now, same scenario. Nuggets and the Grizzlies.
This is to get to the NBA
This is to
finals.
get to the finals. Yeah, this is for the finals.
Pick wisely, man.
He said, "Pick wisely."
Guys, so what I'm thinking, bro. I'm gonna have to go with the Grizzlies.
Yes.
There we go, baby.
So we got a Celtics Grizzlies
I wanted
Celtics,
finals.
The
Grizzlies.
Celtics will beat the
Oh, yeah.
shit out of the Grizzlies.
Celtics will absolutely
Celtics
obliterate
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Kick them down.
It was crazy. All
Yeah.
this just for River to win to lose to
Just
the
to fucking
Celtics
get
in
it
5
down.
games.
Come on.
Celtics
Because
in
the only team that can beat the Celtics is the Warriors. I'm telling you, in the West.
That's
Celtics
what
or
I'm
the
saying.
Bucks. Celtics or the Bucks. I would have the Bucks going to the finals. I think you would too, Riv. I'm assuming.
Well,
Or the Knicks first round.
Bucks making the finals
No, I
over
have
the Celtics.
Celtics.
You would
No,
have
he
the
had
Celtics
Celtics.
too. Okay. Yeah, I mean Celtics in 5.
Yeah, Celtics in 5.
Just because you think like Sullivan, so you know.
What the fuck does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean? Yeah, Celtics in 5.
You know what it means.
But all right, so did everyone give their? Everyone thinks it's just 5 games.
What do you guys think?
4 games, 5 games,
Trunks, give some input.
6
I
games.
Celtics in 6.
Nice.
6 games.
Definitely the C's though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's our bracket.
That was
if the
cool.
NBA
Yeah,
I
that was
need
fun.
the playoffs. I need playoff basketball, man.
Yeah, bro. I'm sick
The
of the
regular season's
season.
way too
I'm
long, bro.
It's so
82
whack.
games is crazy.
They should make it 7.
Guys
It's
get hurt way too much, but
7 weeks of NBA basketball, and then that's it. Playoffs.
like WNBA.
Yup.
Yo,
Hell no.
New York is
Terrible.
The New York Liberty are a super team.
They just
They
picked
are.
up. They
They
picked up. What's her name?
Vandersloot.
I don't even
They
know.
picked up
Vanders.
Vandersloot.
And
Yeah, I heard about the New York Liberty. That must be a good move because they keep posting about them. Like,
Yeah, right.
they picked up someone else. What the fuck?
Brianna
was her
Stewart.
name?
Brianna
That's the one I was
yes.
talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
From
Is
like
she nice?
Seattle Storm.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
she's
she's
so good.
crazy.
She won
Isn't she like the
four-
best player in the league?
Yeah.
She won 4 in a row at UConn. She won
Jesus.
2 WNBA championships, and she has 2 gold medals.
Yeah.
So like she's like that.
Yeah,
Damn.
she's a
So they,
hooper.
Liberty the best team because I went to a Liberty playoff game.
Nah,
The Aces are good
eight-
too. They
yeah.
have that girl Asia Wilson.
Asia
They
Wilson,
just
Kelsey,
yes.
Kelsey Plum.
Kelsey
yeah,
Plum,
and
right?
they just
Yeah.
picked up Candace Parker.
Candace Parker's like the Kevin Durant of the WNBA.
It's good for the WNBA. I said this in our chat last night, I think. But you know, they have super teams, and people like myself, I'm gonna watch when those 2 teams match up against each other. Like I'm watching that game. 'cause
Like, look,
it's-
we're talking about it.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the pod.
Who would have thought?
right.
I feel like every team in the WNBA, all 8 of them should have a super team.
I feel like that was
Wow.
such a shock.
No, there's like 8 teams in the WNBA.
There's like
Emphasize the 8, like all 8 of them.
teams?
there's something like that.
There's no way there's
It
16
goes
teams.
12.
Someone look this up.
It's 12.
It's
No,
12.
there's like 12, I think. I'll look it up.
All
right
12 teams should be like
My God.
really competent.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Yeah, yep.
I have to
But,
really
yeah.
scroll down to find the WNBA on this app.
Yo,
yeah,
all
it's
right.
12.
I
Yep,
have
12.
I have the New York Liberty winning the WNBA finals. Period.
In 6.
Give me the
They don't
ace.
even play 6 games.
Yeah, it's I think it's a series
Out
of
of
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, best of 5. Yeah, they don't even, yeah. Unfortunately, they don't get the same.
Bro,
6 and
Yeah,
smash.
yeah, yeah. They don't get the same treatment. It's,
So that's crazy. 12 teams and 8 teams make the offs.
That's wild.
Imagine not making the offs.
Bro, the lottery is just
So Tyrese
over and over and
Halliburton,
over again.
Tyrese Halliburton, he changed his Twitter Twitter picture to Wally Surgeback,
Serbiak. Oh
Serbiak.
my God.
whatever his name
That's
is.
awesome,
for him.
bro.
Trolling.
That's awesome,
That's
bro.
elite trolling right
Yeah.
there. That is elite trolling.
Yeah,
right
Wally was
Wally
out of
Wally is a
pocket
troll
for
though.
that shit.
No,
there. Yeah, Wally was
Wally's
a
just a
dick
troll.
for that, bro. That
Now
was
Wally was cooking. Like,
yeah,
that's-
for no reason, bro. He
Nah,
was
but
going at
Wally's
going
just
at
a
Reese.
troll, bro. That's just what he does in the post game shows.
Yeah, well, he's just.
Kitty.
I want
Remember,
some
we all
sushi.
remember that one.
Yes, I do remember that. You say you want sushi?
Yeah.
thought we were
Such
getting
an odd
pissed.
statement to make right now.
Now I'm hungry.
no, I'm actually also starving. I was
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah, I'm hungry as
Riv.
well.
Who's your pick to win the college basketball as of right now?
Houston.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Houston's like, well, you guys all watch college basketball?
No.
I
Nah.
watch a little bit. I'm starting to get back into it. I watched it last year, but I've stopped this season. So
Chris is big on that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Chris
I
is
wa-
huge in it.
Think
But-
Yeah,
Houston's
I'll
pretty
be retweeting and liking your things, Chris. I don't
Yeah.
watch all of them, I'll be honest, but I'll retweet and like them all.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think Houston's right there. I think Alabama is really good, man.
Yeah,
Alabama's very good.
I like Baylor too. I like Baylor. a
I
lot.
love Baylor. I think this Keontae George kid he's legit.
he's a freshman, right?
Yes.
He's gonna be in the. He's gonna be a lottery pick this year.
Yeah.
So
He'll be a top 10 pick.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's legit.
I still like Kansas. I still do like Kansas. They always figure it out when it's time to figure it
Yeah.
out. It's a couple good teams.
Yeah,
Yeah. Tournament should be crazy.
they won it
As
last year.
always.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be a fun. March
I'm actually
Madness is
going to
always-
see. I'm going to see Cam Whitmore at the end of the month at Seton Hall
No way.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
That is dope.
because my cousin he goes to Seton Hall, so helps me. Like he gives me cheap tickets.
That's
Fire.
dope.
That's cool.
That's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I
To go
hope.
and
I
see
just
the
want to see Cam Whitmore. I could care less about the game. They both. suck.
atmosphere.
Yeah, both teams are mid.
yeah, but
See Shaheen Holloway.
you get to see a guy that's gonna be a lottery pick possibly. So
Oh Oh yeah.
I mean-
love Cam Whitmore.
That's fire, bro. I want to go to a college. I want to go to one of the tournaments soon. So I definitely want to do that.
I
But-
saw Seton Hall
MSG's
play
young.
Wagner one time at the Prudential Center.
Wagner,
Wagner.
the most
Right.
ass D1
Bro,
team of all time.
they lost by 50.
The most ass D1 team of all time. But anyways, do you have what I think you would have this week? Are you prepared, Ortiz?
All right, let's do
Okay,
the
all right, then.
let's do the mystery player.
Yeah,
thing
then we'll do one mystery
I
player and
completely forgot.
we'll call it on that.
One mystery
anyone
player.
have-
That's
Yeah,
the
should I
that's
get
the
one?
segment that you're so fucking.
Come up with a
oh
player?
my
No.
god!
I got one.
I
You
apologize
got one?
to
All right,
our
bet.
loyal viewers. I
Of the
apologize.
over unders,
All right,
man.
Riv, do you know how this works? This mystery player thing? I'm sure you've seen people do TikToks about this.
We got
thing.
10 questions.
Yeah.
And it's all yes or no.
Yeah.
Chris has a random player, either historic or current. He tells us that
We should let
beforehand.
Riv come up with the player.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
Bro,
Riv,
we've
Riv.
never. Yeah.
Think of a random ass NBA player,
Uh-huh.
and then we're gonna ask you 10 questions, yes or no questions, and by the 10th, if we don't get it by the 10th play, oh my god, I
10th
can't
question, then you win.
English. I
So
can't English.
you could pick
Yeah.
historic or current, but you got to tell us which one before we start asking questions.
No, just pick a current player. We'll
Or
just do a
whatever.
current
Well,
player.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because then
So
it's
from
We'll make it simple. Let's make it a
from
current.
2000 to now.
someone in the NBA right now. We'll say someone
now.
in the NBA right now. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll go
sure.
current.
We'll go current. We have
Alright.
10 questions, yes or no, to pick that player.
So
So
basically, I'm thinking of the person that you asked the 10 questions, and based on the 10 questions, okay, I get it.
We have to guess, yeah.
We have to guess. So,
Damn. I already got a player in mind.
I got him.
all right, you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, is it a Western Conference player?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
my
alright.
player's out of the window.
Okay.
Is his team currently in the playoff picture? Top 7, top 8.
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, whoa! He
Okay,
kind of
okay.
just gave it away a little bit. He said absolutely.
Not really.
I mean,
Give it
It's a top-
away.
that's probably a top 4 team now.
I mean, I don't know.
Absolutely,
We
yep.
did just do the playoff thing, so he knows what teams are there.
That's true.
Off the back of his
That is
hand.
true. That is true. He could be playing mind games here.
Or he's not.
So top four
He's
Western
just answering the
Conference.
question.
well,
Not top
no,
four.
it's not top 4. It's in the
Playoff,
playoffs.
Oh, playoffs.
No, it's just a playoff team.
Okay.
Oh, I'll give you that hint. It's top 4.
Oh,
So-
well, you
so
didn't-
You know, we'll
I
use
wanna
that as
count
a
That's
question.
a question.
Yeah,
that's
we'll
a
use that as a
question.
question.
We're gonna use that as a question.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, it's cheating.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, guys.
Thanks,
Top
Steve.
4
Thanks.
in the West. Okay. Mavs, Kings, Grizzlies, and Nuggets. Should we do if they have?
If their logo is an animal,
Yeah, we could do that. Is their logo an animal?
What are the top 4 teams? I'm so sorry.
Nuggets, Grizzlies, Kings, and Mavs.
No.
Okay, so
So
that means
Nuggets
it's
or
Kings or
Kings?
Nuggets. Okay. All right.
Wait, a Maverick is an animal?
Yeah,
Their
it's a
logo-
horse.
The Mavericks a horse.
so they're on the Mavericks.
Well, he's not on the Mavericks, but I just wanted to know, like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
there
yeah.
you go.
A Maverick is a horse.
A Maverick is
welcome
a
to
horse.
life.
I never knew that.
Let's
Wow,
go,
okay.
Riff.
Wow. That's a horse?
All right.
Hey,
Why do you think their mascot's a horse?
I thought it was like some, I don't know. I didn't think it was a
That's
horse.
fair. That's
Just
fair.
throw some Dallas thing.
All right. Are they on the Kings?
Yes.
Good
Okay.
question, Chris.
All right, cool. Are they a starter?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
6
All right.
questions in. All right.
Now, how do we narrow it down from their bench?
Yo, a Maverick's actually not a horse either.
A Maverick
fuck
is
is a
most
Maverick?
definitely a horse.
It's a cow. It's a,
Oh.
it's a cattle.
So it's still animal.
It's still
Yeah,
an animal.
still an animal, but yeah, it's
we
not
were
a
on
horse.
the right track, but it's just not a horse.
a Maverick is.
Why would they give a Maverick that name?
A
to
Maverick is a
cow?
horse.
What happened?
Why would they give that name to a cow?
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
make
a
much
Maverick
sense.
is a horse.
I mean,
Okay.
Google would like to tell you differently. If I'm being
Google's
completely honest, Google would like to tell you differently.
Um,
Kings roster, huh?
Hmm.
Is there like a size pause? Oh my god. Is there like a height threshold that we're gonna use?
We got
Should we
Kings or
ask a
Nuggets
height?
still.
just Kings.
Kings.
We could ask if they're like taller than a certain height.
6'6". We got to know how
Look
many.
at
All right.
6'6" works.
Are they taller than 6'6"?
Wait, I gotta look at the roster first because that would be too.
Are they? I should say, are they 6'6" or taller? Because then he could
Sure.
say
Yeah, you can look it
could
up.
be
Yeah.
exactly 6'6". Yeah, you could look at that shit.
Yeah, give me 1 second. 'Cause now you're asking specifics. I got cheat.
I didn't even know he was still in the league.
I think that's the one right there.
Oh,
I think that's the
I
one.
don't think that's the one that
I
he's
think it's
thinking
the
of.
one.
I don't think off the top of his head he thought of that guy.
I see who you're-
Yes, 6 and taller.
There's
Had a
no
shot.
way.
So
There's no
taller
way
than
you know.
6'6"?
They're 6'6" and taller. Yes.
6'6" and taller. Okay, got it. Okay, all right. Who we got remaining here?
I think it's one of Kenny's favorite guys.
Somebody at the table knows it.
Yeah, I think I just.
I guarantee you do not know it.
Okay, but what if it is? I'm not
It's-
saying guess
no,
it. I'm not
no,
saying
he-
guess.
I
I
wanna
think he
guess
does.
I want to
think
guess
he
it though.
does.
Why
Go
would
ahead.
you waste a
No,
question?
no,
Well, who
waste the
are our
question.
options?
No.
Who are our options?
Alex Len, Rashawn Holmes. Wait, Holmes starts, doesn't?
Holmes
No, he
starts.
doesn't.
No,
No, he
he
doesn't.
doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
It's
Sabonis.
not a big. It's not a center.
Well, that's now we're using that as a question.
Chimezi Metu is our option.
Him. Who else?
That is true. It is Metu.
Is
Honestly,
Deontay Burton over
Lyles?
6'6"?
there's no.
There
fucking-
is
KZ Akpala.
What
It's
happened?
Trey Lyles,
Players.
PJ Dozier,
Three
or
players.
KZ Akpala.
Oh, so how many questions do we have? We
8.
have 1, 2, 3,
You have two
4,
questions.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
two
more,
questions left.
and one of them has to be to ask who it is. So
Yeah, yeah. Is
have
there
one more.
is there
We have one
anything
question.
specific between the three guys? Like, is there anything that we can eliminate one from? Or two from?
Let me do some research.
Because
Hold
this is
on.
important. Oh my God, we're in
I
the
don't think it's
bin.
one of
who do we say it is? Metu, Lyles, and who else?
Akpala and
Oh.
PJ Dozier.
Oh, fuck.
Bro, okay,
All right.
all right, hold up.
I feel like it's not.
First of all,
Metu,
Riv,
though.
shout out to you for even thinking of one of these guys, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Well, it's hilarious because I'll
Oh,
let-
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, yeah.
Actually,
Huh?
I have a
We can
question that
ask if their name ends in a vowel, A, U, and then S.
I mean,
crazy.
I think it's smart.
I was
and
gonna,
then we have a 50-50 chance.
I mean,
of guessing.
I was gonna say, were they taken in the second round? Because there's two players here that were taken in the second round.
That's fine too.
That's a good question too. Honestly,
Go either
Yeah,
one. Either
I
one
guess,
gets us
I
the
guess.
50%.
Yeah.
Were they drafted in the
drafted
second round?
I'll have to look that up. Give me a second.
That's fine.
I actually don't know if he was.
That's probably a yes.
actually, that's not true. You could be drafted late first, and I know Trey Lyles was so it's not Trey Lyles.
No,
And
All right. So first round pick.
I was gonna
no,
say.
so it was a first round pick. Oh,
Yeah.
so
I was gonna say. Wait. Oh yeah, because we asked, was he drafted in the second
So-
round?
yeah.
I
So
feel like
So first round.
wait, time out.
so
Who's the other guy?
KZ
Who's the other
Akpala
guy?
was drafted in the second
Okay,
round.
it's not
I
Trey
have
Lyles.
one more question, by the way.
I think I know.
No,
I
we
know.
have to use this question. to
First
guess.
of all, his hesitation. I think everyone. It's kind of common basketball knowledge for some odd reason that Trey Lyles is the first round pick.
I don't know.
Bro, you don't know if KZ
So who
Akpala is
are
a
we at?
first
It's
round pick.
Trey
I
Lyles
mean-
and who else?
I mean, Metu was also drafted in the second round.
and
But I
who's-
said no centers.
So yeah,
Is he? Oh, okay.
Metu's a big.
Yeah.
So
He wasn't a first
He
round pick
was-
anyway.
so the player is or wasn't a first
He
round.
was a
Is
first round pick,
pick.
correct?
So
Yeah.
KZ Akpala was a second rounder.
No, I said he
Yeah.
wasn't. He wasn't a first round.
Because we
Oh.
asked, was he a second round pick?
second
Okay,
round.
so
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
a
he
first
wasn't
round.
a second round pick.
So it's KZ Akpala or it's PJ Dozier.
Ooh,
Interesting.
we got to guess.
Is PJ Dozier a second rounder for sure?
I'll look right now.
It's only one. It's
I
only
think he
one.
was drafted in the first.
He's not even on this roster.
I think
That's
PJ
nice.
Dozier was drafted in the first. I want to say he was drafted in the first. He might have been like the 36th overall pick. then.
Right? We're not missing anyone.
I don't think
Clock's
so.
ticking.
Yeah, no, we're
Alright.
not missing anyone. It's PJ Dozier or KZ Akpala.
All right, we got to.
We got a 50-50 chance
Yeah,
here.
we do. I mean,
For the stars.
all right, time out. We were just talking about college. I don't know if that influenced his decision at all. What colleges did the two of
I
them
think it's
go to?
PJ.
Yeah,
I think it's PJ. He's exactly
Wait,
6'6".
was he definitely a second round pick?
that's true. That is very true.
'Cause
That's
he-
a good point.
he-
Yes, he
he-
specified
yeah.
6'6" or taller.
Yeah, when we
Okay,
asked, you're
alright.
like, he's definitely 6'6" or taller. I was like, all right.
He was undrafted.
PJ?
PJ, yeah.
Hmm.
PJ
Not a
was
first round pick.
undrafted.
So that's what he said. He said not a first round pick.
Not a
True.
second round pick either.
Oh.
God
Well,
damn
thank
it.
PJ Dozier.
It is P. Is it PJ
Is
Dozier?
it PJ Dozier?
It is not PJ Dozier.
Fuck.
It is a two-way player on the Kings, Keon Ellis.
Keon Ellis.
Fuck.
God damn it. I
He is
was-
exactly 6'6", hence why I emphasize 6'6" and up. He is a two-way player that got picked up in summer league, and he is on the Kings roster.
So is
Wow.
PJ.
We
Dozier.
really
You know,
PJ
that's
got,
the
Dozier
first time
fits
we've
all that
been
too.
stumped.
we really
right?
got
Yeah, I
I think it
bamboozled.
is, yeah.
Wow.
We
That's the
really-
first time we
been
didn't guess the guy.
bamboozled.
We
He did
really
not
got,
get drafted in
we
the
really
second
got
round.
run amok just now.
He didn't
Wait,
get drafted
what
in
the
the
hell?
first. He
Keon
doesn't-
Ellis on ESPN, it says he's 6'3".
Oh no, they have him at 6'6" on Basketball Reference.
What the fuck? I got
do you
bamboozled. That's my
We've been
fault.
fucking hoodwinked,
Wait,
brother.
wait, time out. If he's 6'6" on Basketball Reference,
Someone horribly wrong.
someone's lying. Like they're
Regardless,
Keon Willis.
I don't
They,
know.
apparently, he's a
I've
football
honestly,
player.
I've
No,
never heard
Ellis,
that.
Ellis.
I don't even know who Keon Ellis is.
Neither do I.
I would have never guessed that.
I'll be honest, I've never heard of his.
There he
I've
is.
never heard of this guy either. to be
I have him
honest.
as 6'3" right here.
I have him as 6'3" on almost everything.
No, I'm gonna show you guys. Look, I hope you can.
No,
see.
he's right. You're right,
I don't
Riv.
think-
He's
I don't think
6'6" on Basketball Reference.
Basketball Reference is wrong.
But he's
No.
6'3" literally everywhere.
ESPN be lying.
They are.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
all right.
yes.
Well,
Wow.
That was it.
Props
Wow.
to you.
We
I
got
told you guys.
I
Good
mean,
shit.
actually, Alabama does have the Alabama website does have him listed as 6'6".
The Alabama website.
He didn't get shorter when he gets
Yeah.
to the NBA. So
Because he
I
played
thought
for
you
Alabama.
guys were looking on Basketball Reference. You guys went to ESPN. You fucked up.
yeah,
we
we honestly
fatal
did.
flaw.
Honestly,
You're
I,
so
I
right.
was just on
Never
Google
again.
looking at Kings players.
You were on Google. That's the worst place to be. But yeah, all right. That's everything, right, guys?
Wow.
We're all good.
That
All right.
was
Wow, what a show.
That's a
Um,
dub.
That was awesome.
that was
man.
that was a hell of a show.
Riv, first of all, before I close this out, thank you so much for coming on. We do appreciate you, man. It means a ton.
Yes.
We definitely shout out all your stuff before we close things out. So let them know. Let the people know where they can find you. Let them know where they can watch you and stuff like that. So
You can watch me on YouTube, Riv Academy. Of course, pick a side. You can follow me on Twitter, Durag Riv. Riv Academy on TikTok, Rivio with 5 O's on Instagram. But shout out to you guys. This is your
Thank you.
show. Shout out to y'all. Cannot wait for the new studio. Quick
Yeah.
question though. Did you guys draw that behind you?
I drew that on my sister's iPad.
You definitely think about, tinkering with that, Yeah, that drawing is mad funny. I was looking at it for a minute, like
that's honestly why we did it. We knew it
Yeah.
was funny too, and we were just like,
So it's a little like quirky.
take
but
it
it's
less
gotta-
quirky, man.
I'm trying to figure out who's who.
we're sitting in order.
Yeah.
No. It's
Yeah,
somebody-
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Me personally, I should be tinted in a little bit. I think.
Because Chris on the right, it looks like he has it looks like a clock.
Chris is wearing a hat.
It's a hat. It's a hat.
Oh,
Backwards
my
hat.
god, it does look like a clock.
He's the time lord.
Does look like a clock.
It looks like a clock. from his car.
Chris will give you hair, bro. Don't worry.
The
Okay.
time lord.
He said it
this
looks like
isn't
Chris is
red.
wearing
This
a
is
clock.
not red. He's blonde.
But on the
It's
TV,
yellow.
on the TV,
Yeah,
it looks
no.
yellow. But on our actual logo, it's orange.
That makes sense.
That's
this is
Invader
easy.
Zim in the middle.
This one's easy. Fuck you.
That is just a white guy.
There's whack. And then he needs to be shaded in a little.
I'm not shading him in, bro.
That makes sense. No, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I like it though. I definitely
No,
like it.
appreciate that, bro.
Appreciate
Appreciate that. But yeah, no, thank you. We appreciate you for coming on, as I said before. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please do follow us on all of our socials. Links, our link tree will be in the description below. Follow us on Twitch. We need more followers there, especially. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And thank you guys so much for watching.
Ball game.